Hello and welcome to the beautiful sunny Glenelg Beach in South Australia for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series 7,000 point event, the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Much better weather than we had last year when we were down here in the South Australian territory. We've had a wonderful morning of action so far. We've had some junior finals and we're just about to kickstart with our open finals, starting with the open men's swim. We'll then alternate through the men and the women for the board, ski, irons before we finish with some taplin relays. I'll be joined today by none other famous, legendary Ironman Matt Pooley. How are you today, mate?
Duff, I am absolutely fantastic. We have seen some great racing both yesterday afternoon in the Ironman and Ironwoman earlier heats right through to our finals this morning. It is great weather. The sun is out. The racing is fierce. It is a really, really aggressive low tide down here today. So we're going to see some close shoulder tight racing. So low tide is 0.4 today. The wind was up yesterday. It was very, very strong, which was giving a lot of wind chop and waves on offer for the boys and girls coming home from the Cairns. Today, not so much yet. A lot of hard work to be done. The leaders aren't reaping the rewards at the moment because it is a long way around those courses. So we've got a big day of finals package action coming up. I can't wait to get stuck into it.
Beautiful. 20 of the best lined up here for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series final package at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Like I said, we start with the men. They're on the start line now. We're about to get action underway. Stay tuned. We're about to begin.
Is that okay? Here we go. The much anticipated 1 p.m. finals package. Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. And get that last little opportunity, as we can see now, the boys getting underway with the starter. Alrighty, underway. There we go. We have a start. Taj Ward again opting to stay on the feet, nice and long, driving high arms, high knees, and dolphin diving. But in the middle there, they look like Benny Carter and Aiden Potter. Now they'll be two to watch throughout this final two. Very, very strong swimmers. So we're seeing the boys make their way out to sea so far. There's a sea of arms and whitewash. There is no way I'm brave enough to make a call at the moment who it is. Making their way out to the first pan at the moment. The boys are absolutely flying. It is very, very tough and challenging conditions so far. Yesterday we saw a lot more wind on offer. Really, really strong onshore breeze was giving the Ironmen and the Ironwomen through the heats big opportunity to chase runs and waves all the way home. But today we haven't yet seen that wind pick up fast, so it's a lot more running about to come into play as we hit the bottom of the low tide. couple of whitecaps out to sea. They might get some runs, but at the moment, it feels very, very congested. It's a sea of arms and legs, 6-beat kicks, high elbows, strong swimmers as we see the boys now. They have rounded the second can and they're making their way back to the beach. So only about 100 to 150 metres left to go. These are short, sharp, dynamic races. 3 to 4 minutes in length and just nothing but pace, speed, and, well, if you do things right, execution. I can see front there, I can make out the Manly cap of Hayden Cotter. He took a win earlier today in the run, swim, run event. Very, very quick on the beach and even quicker in the ocean swimming. He's one of the most talented swimmers we've seen. He's won no shortage of World Ocean Series 10,000 premier event wins in the past. So he is no stranger to the top ring of the podium, and he will be no doubt wanting to start off his finals package with a win here in the surf races. We see one of our competitors out there doing a little bit of backstroke. I don't know if that's the right option. As we see now, Cotter of Manly, he's up, he's waiting, wants to join him there. It looks like Hayden Cotter in one at the moment. He's absolutely powerful. So it's going to be Hayden Cotter in one, Ethan Callahan in two. The fight for third there looks like it might be Will Savage in three, but Hayden Cotter of Manly, what a fantastic win. What a start to your finals package of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Alrighty guys, I am here with Hayden Cotter, winner of the men's surf race. Hayden, we saw you had a win earlier in the day in the run, swim, run, but how was the pace then in that men's surf race final?
Yeah, it definitely picks up, you know. Everyone comes out for finals day, a finals package, so you've got to get out there and be fast, and it's not too long, but there's not too many waves either, so you just got to get out fast and go.
Yeah, look, there wasn't many waves on offer, but there was one big lanky man in Ethan Callahan chasing you behind. Look, was he coming home fast, or were you pretty confident in keeping him at bay?
Oh, mate, the boys are flying, Ethan and Savage. They're going well and moving fast, so you just got to try and get out the front and try and dictate a little bit, but it's go hard the whole way and hold on.
Look, you're no stranger to wins in the surf races. There's another one to the resume you can add. What other finals races have you got coming up today?
I mean, everything day, so ski, board, 9 left, so it should be good.
Huge program. I'll let you get some rest. Congratulations, mate, and we'll see you later in the day. Well done. There's Hayden Cotter, win in the open men's surf race.
Great call there, Paulie. We now turn our attentions to the female field. A small but powerful female field in the open surf race final at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. We start as position number 1, the world champion, Lily O'Sullivan. We then go to Cottesloe, all the way on the west coast there, Kate Rigol, Amy Buck of Grange, Kat O'Leary from the Gold Coast there of Mermaid Beach, Annalise Kibble there of Newport, Tegan Richards, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Hannah Scully, BMD Northcliffe. She was happy. She said, I've got a top 13 result in the surf race, and she's stoked with that. Abby Hanks of Ocean Grove, Gemma Holt, watch for her out of Mordialloc. She's an absolute superfish. Your current Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Open Female Series leader, Peter Punya of the Newport Club, Hannah Deacon of Alex Headland, Jasmine and Bianca Raywood, the sisters. They're off and racing there, and we look a little bit of Grange there. South Australia make their way through. This sandbank here on Glenelg Beach is going to be all but tricky for them to navigate. Look for the World Ocean Surf Race champion, Lily O'Sullivan, to dominate here early, as well as that, Jasmine and Bianca Raywood. The Raywood sisters, they've been outstanding all series long in our Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, and they have been tremendous here down at Glenelg Beach. It's a beautiful sunny day here on the Glenelg Beach. The Ferris wheel in the background is flying around. There are people lining up on the pier. The beach club to the next to the competition is also full, chock-a-block, jam-packed, but the action is not off the beach. It's in the water right now. And look, Pippi Tapanya, she's only 17 years of age, and she currently leads our overall Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. She had a win earlier today in the junior youth surf race to the under-17s. She was great in that performance. She won two of the three races that happened earlier today in her respective age group of the under-17 girls. She'll be here later in our Open Ironwoman final as well as the under-17 Ironwoman final. But she is looking to add a little bit of a Christmas bonus into the overall series for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Like I've said, she is the current series leader, so she's looking to add those points to her tally. And well and truly out in front now, we've got a clear leader. They have gone to the front of this race, and I'm going to go out and say it's Lily O'Sullivan. Lily O'Sullivan over a body length right now on potentially clubmate there, Jazzy Raywood, and sister Bianca Raywood. Pippi Tapanya right there in the middle of the wash right now. You can see that, the yellow cap of Newport Beach. Pippi Tapanya, she's right there in this race as we speak. The girls turn for home now, and this is when the accelerator gets hit. This is where the girls will lift the rating and bring the kick back in, because they know if it's first to the beach today, swimming speed turns into running speed, and it'll be all she wrote. The fat lady be singing, it'll be all but over. As we can see, not much wave assistance out here today, not much swell at all for the girls in this open female surf race final. We've got a leader that's just starting to break away as we speak, really starting to open up a bit of a gap and start to extend the lead now. Slight little bit of bump here, so maybe a little bit of assistance as well, just to try and bridge that gap, make the job a little bit easier for the challengers coming from behind. Coming into the critical moment now, right into this final wave zone. It's still Lily O'Sullivan out in front, right there in the mix. We'll see the girls stand up soon. We'll get the best look at them as we say. It's pretty much fanned across the beach here at Glenelg Beach, and it's hard to say who's got the best of it as we speak. It's definitely Burley Heads Mowbray out. They dolphin dive, they porpoise. A little wave on here as well, so wave on out the back. It's going to bring the back markers. We're going to have a sprint up the beach and across the sand. But it looks like Lily O'Sullivan's going to be first to the sand and first to the beach. Annalise Kibble in the mix there as well. So the AK-47 trying to get herself across the sand, but it's Lily O'Sullivan that's going to take this one out. She's going to be your Shore and Partners Glenelg Sprint Challenge, but Annalise Kibble is almost there. She's hunting her in the shadow. She will, or will she? She won't. Lily O'Sullivan leaving it to the last minute to take the tape when Annalise Kibble was coming from nowhere. Bianca Raywood topples big sister Jasmine Raywood, and overall series leader Pippi Tapanya in 5th spot. Valuable points there for Lily O'Sullivan. We won't give you much of a chance to get your breath back. Lily, great swim. Did you realise how close AK was just then?
No, I actually didn't even know she was there.
A little bit of it's hard work out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, very flat, nothing to help come in, but I like that.
Yeah. And obviously a massive program lined up, but very valuable points in the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. That puts you right up the pointy end now after a win at the Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. Another win now, another 7,000 points. You're going well.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't realise that I was in second until they put up the thing, so yeah, it's cool.
Awesome. Well, best of luck for the rest of the day, Lily.
Thank you.
Alrighty, well, wasn't that exciting? What a finish. What a finish that was there. Lily O'Sullivan running up the beach, but Annalise Kibble fought all the way to the end there, almost coming over the top of her in the final stages. That would have been a little bit of an upset. As we look on down now to the shoreline, we have the Open Men's Board Race. This is a star-studded field. Plenty of big names in here. We've got the current world board champion in Matt Bevilacqua of Northcliffe in 1. Tyler Richards of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park in 2. Archie Vernon of Surfers Paradise in 3. Jesse Coulson of Surfers Paradise in 4. The local boy Jack Wells of Grange. Cruz McKee of North Cronulla. Then Ethan Callahan, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Ethan Jackson, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Kobe Schultz, BMD Northcliffe. Zabian Cedar Blad of Seacliff. Fletcher Warren, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Corey Fletcher, he's going to be one to watch with a very, very quick start and finish. He's electric up the beach. As we see now, the boys are underway. We also, alongside Corey Fletcher, is Charlie Verco, our current Molokai Tuawahu World Board Champion. We've got Noah Thomas of Burleigh. Tom Welch, he'll be one to watch from Grange. And we've heard nothing but praises of Robert Burfield from Duffman all day today. He'll be great to watch. Guys and girls, wow, we just have a bit of a windstorm came flying through there. As we can see now, the boys making their way out to sea. We've got Jake Morris of Northcliffe, Connor Maggs and Hayden Cotter. Ladies and gentlemen, if your boards and skis are not facing into the wind, can we get you, everyone, to come down quickly and turn them? That would be greatly appreciated. The boys' action. There's action on the beach and out in the water. Let's turn our attention back to sea as the boys make their way around that first can now. Absolutely flying. It looks like it might be Tex Dixon of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. He had an extremely good start. Look, if he gets to that second can out in front, there isn't many that can go with him on the way home. He's very light, has a very high rating, and he's very, very strong and good on the run. So I can see Charlie Verco on the orange board from Newport there. He's heading down to the north, and there's the yellow board of Corey Fletcher. Now, we talked about speed up the beach. There is no one that has speed up the beach like Corey Fletcher. He is absolutely electric. If he hits that sand alongside any of these boys, they're going to have a tough time getting him up the beach. So a lot of the boys have pushed. There's a split field here. We've got 4 that have gone down to the north. The rest of the field has hung tight and they're chasing those runs. So it looks like Tex Dixon's on a little bump now out in front. But look, he is far from home yet. There is a lot of boys hot on his heels right now. As we can see the final strokes, Tex just pushing down. He's up first, but as is Corey Fletcher. This is going to be a huge sprint finish. Ethan Callahan is down to the north there, but I think Tex Dixon has done enough to get the job done. It looks like Tex Dixon in 1, Ethan Callahan in 2, Corey Fletcher in 3. It is a Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park 1, 2, 3 rounding out that podium. That was an electric race. There was action happening both in and off the water then. Absolutely chaos. Wow, wowee. Alrighty guys, we are down here now. I've got Tex Dixon with me, the winner of the Open Men's Board Race. Tex, how did it feel to get the win?
Oh, it's good. I love it in the flat. Just like Worlds a few years ago and over at Perth at Aussies. But yeah, just get out there and do my thing, Paulie.
Yeah, mate, you looked very, very strong. The field split. Some went down to the north and you had a much straighter line.
Just got to hold your line, tuck here and there, zigzag, and then just sort of when you get to near the with it, so get on the wave.
Well, mate, it paid off. That was a great race from start to finish, so fantastic. What are we going to see you win in the rest of the day?
Just the iron and the tap on the end of the day.
Unreal, mate. Great job, great start to your finals campaign, and we'll see Tex later on today in the rest of the races.
What an epic race there in the open men's field. We turn ourselves now, attention, back to the females, and we have a race of all races right now. They are one apiece in our 10,000 point premier events. It's Tiani Massey and Lizzie Wellborn, and as you look at the start line right now, they are side by side next to each other. You cannot split them on points at the moment. They're the current series leader, but as we go from left to right, Alexis Jane of Janjuk, Tegan Richards of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Amy Buck of Grange, Amy Hanks of Victoria Ocean Grove, Kate Rigole of Cottesloe, Jess Burton of Grange, Daisy Trim of West Beach, Jazzy Raywood of Burleigh Heads, Gemma Holt of Mordialloc, Lucy Derbyshire, Surface Paradise. This is her old home beach. She's a Glenelg nipper. She's right back in comfort right now. Tiani Massey and Lizzie Wellborn. Watch for those two in the middle. Next to her, 3-time Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Board Champion Hannah Scully, Michaela Whitney out of Kawarua Beach, Chloe Klinger of Southport, South Australia, Zoe McKenna of Janjuk, Leah Daniels Grange, younger sister of Lucy, Millie Derbyshire out of Surface Parish, Eliza Zampardi of Semaphore, Lily O'Sullivan and Annalise Kibble rounds out that field. Hannah Scully fast off the beach. Great start from her in the middle of there. That purple board absolutely flying, as is Lucy Derbyshire. She is off to an absolute screamer. Down on the other end, the AK-47, Annalise Kibble, has also flown off the beach, but it's Lucy Derbyshire that puts herself to the front. And after not a great entry into the water of that run leg, Lizzie Wellborn, tied in the overall series lead, pushes through the field right now. Side by side next to her, though, is Tiani Massey. The race right now is between the two of them. They are the two that can land the killer blow and take the advantage in the overall series lead for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. We are here on Glenelg Beach in South Australia right now with 7,000 points on the line. There are high stakes. The girls make their way out now to that first cam, and it was still Lucy Derbyshire. She was electric off the beach. She was fast off the start. She pushed herself to the front. She'll be looking to get a win here. She grew up in Australia. She forged her craft right here at Glenelg Beach as a nipper. If you walk up the front entrance of the surf club right now, you would see the wonderful portrait of Lizzie Wellborn in her debutante Iron Series. She is the home crowd girl, and everyone will be trying to get her a win on her home beach. But as we look, it's Hannah Scully. You can't keep a champion down for long, and that's the thing about champions. They always find a way to fight back off the canvas. And right now, Hannah Scully, fourth at the Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic, wants a good result, needs a good result in order to retain her title. She's 3 times running now in the overall board series. She'll be looking to try and get a win here, 7,000 points. It is pivotal in the grand scheme of it. We can start to see now Annalise Kibble and Tiani Massey pushing up to the north. Tiani Massey found a great little run down there. She pulls up alongside Hannah Scully now. Lizzie Wellborn takes a very different approach to the beach. So it's Tiani Massey to the north, Hannah Scully through the middle, then a group pack there with Lizzie Wellborn, Annalise Kibble, Lizzie Wellborn. They're right there. Tiani Massey still finding runs up to the north. A long way to come home now, though, for Tiani Massey. She's tied now for the overall series lead. Hannah Scully got a better line into the run. It is going to be a sprint up the beach. Tiani Massey hits the sand first, drives the legs out of that deeper water there. She's got a long way to go. Hannah Scully with a better line. This is a foot race right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we come for. They call it the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, and we got a mad dash across the sand, and the champ prevails. Hannah Scully will be your Glenelg Sprint Challenge champion. She's back. Hannah Scully is back. Tiani Massey in second spot. And I think we're going to say this a lot, just in behind Lizzie Wellborn. The overall title race develops further and further and further. Scully, we're back.
Yeah, wow, that was brutal. That is the longest Sean finished in a long time.
Hey, electric start. You were fast off the beach. You found your groove. I bet you would have seen Tiani start to push to the north, and then obviously you tried to keep your line on the way into the finishing chute.
Yeah, look, I couldn't really see. I knew someone was on the side, and I was just sort of concentrating on myself, what I was doing, and sort of saw her pull down one, and I knew I was going to get it, and then I just tried to hook right as far as I could and shorten that run.
3-time series. Looking for number 4, aren't we?
Yeah, look, there's a lot going on. I just jumped in the swim race today, so, it's always there, but, won it 3 times, so I don't really feel too much pressure. I'm just getting out there racing. That felt a bit more like me this year and had a bit of grit in it, so hopefully I can take that into the next few races.
Hey, well, as Ali Day likes to say, you're playing with house money now, Scully.
Sounds good.
Well done. Congratulations, Hannah Scully, your Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Champion. We go from the boards now to the crash, the bash, the big boys, Paulie.
Yeah, that's it. Very exciting action so far. We've seen the surf races. We've seen the board races. We've seen the tents and the boards and skis getting whipped around the sand from those gusts of wind. But now this is the power. This is the brute force and power of the open men's ski race. In these sorts of conditions, this will be explosive. These are known as the F1s of the sea. And in position 1, we have Tom May of Seathcliff, Mitch Stitt of Surfers Paradise in 2, Charlie Verco of Newport in 3, Mitch Morris in 4 from Northcliffe. He's actually out injured, I believe. He injured his toe in the semi-finals earlier today. He got rushed off to the medical centre, so I believe Mitchell Morris will be out of this final. But his brother Jake Morris is in position 5 alongside him there, also BMD Northcliffe. Now our overall last year's MVP series champion, Corey Fletcher, he's in position 6 there. We saw him almost get the win in the board final only moments ago. He's turning around and backing it up straight away now in this men's ski final. He's in position 6. Daniel Ryan from Grange in 7. Flynn Whelan of Brighton in 8. Luke Morrison, he's hard to realise out there. No, it is not Santa Claus. It is, in fact, Luke Morrison of Newport paddling in the Santa suit there. Now, our current Australian men's ski champion, Benny Carberry of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, he is in position 10. He's one that certainly is one of our favourites, one of the biggest and the strongest in the field. He'll be one to watch. Harry Stevens of Grange is in position 11. And now, this is probably what we're going to, or arguably we're calling Maguire Reid, has had an incredible carnival so far. Very, very quick off the beach and around the cans in our earlier heats today. Formerly a local boy from Port Noarlunga, now he's racing under the Newport cap there on Sydney's northern beaches. So Maguire Reid of Newport in position 12. We've got Benjamin Smith of Brighton in 13. Piran Phillips, the boy from the UK, racing under the cap of North Burleigh in 14. Number 15 is Harrison Torrens. 16 is Aidan Carberry. He is a future emerging star, an Australian champion from West Beach, Aidan Carberry in the under-17. Very, very strong paddler. Nathan J of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, and Zabian Cedarblad of Seacliff. Rounding out our final 2 spots is Hayden Cotter from Manly and Macklin Harvey of Southport. So there we have it. That is our open men's ski final for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7000. I don't think I've seen this before. I've never seen Santa Claus get a start in a race before. This has got to be a first. Luke Morrison out there. That's got to be that suit. There is no doubt about it. But the boys have put their skis in the water. That starter has a very daunting job of getting a fair, clean start underway for these boys to get going. There we go, underway. The starter has made a call, and there is no surprises who was off to a flying start in the middle there. None other than our reigning Australian ski champion, Ben Carberry of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. The rating right now and pressure he's putting on through the water is incredible. His rating is through the roof, as you can see the boys there in the middle of the... It's this race. It's only short, sharp, dynamic racing, but it is very... Zero mistakes in a final of this calibre if you want to see yourself on the podium. So overall at the moment, in the men's ski overall score, it is Jacko Collins leading at the moment, but in third place is Piran Phillips, fourth is Ben Carberry. So if either of those two boys, Piran Phillips of North Burleigh or Benny Carberry of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, have a good race today, they will jump up the leaderboard, and we'll wait for the final calculations. But I'd say they would be sitting on top of the point score overall, as we see now the boys making their way back to the beach, turning that last final care now. This is where it's one and done. Those that push down those little bumps, milking every bit of the ocean all the way back to the beach. It's not about who gets the runner, it's about who doesn't fall off one, because these boys are so quick, so fast. The way that they link those runs from wave to wave is incredibly skillful. So look at that right now. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 skis with a blanket over the lot of them. It's hard to say who's going to get the win at the moment. There we go. 1, 2, and 3 are on right now. It looks like Tommy May of Seacliff, he's headed down to the north. He's got a little bit of work to do with this run up the beach. I'm not sure how his running fares, but Jake Morris is electric up the beach in the middle there. He's held the straightest line, and nobody will be catching Jake Morris up the beach. Jake Morris in 1, Maguire Reid in 2. Harrison Torrens in 3. What a race, what a final. There we go. Now that's going to be a little bit of a point score shake-up. Alrighty, there we go. Jakey Morris with the win in the open men's ski, mate. Fantastic race. Talk me through it.
Yeah, it was a good race. Harry went off strong, led the whole way around. And I was just sat on the side of carbs because he's a big man, he'll clear the way. And it was just finding the run back in. And I got a little nice run on the inside. And just, race one ski right home nice.
Mate, you played that beautifully. We could see Benny Carberry had a flying start. Did you think that you're going to get the runs on the way home, or were you tucking in behind and you wanted to put it to a foot race? Like, what was your strategy?
My strategy's just a good start, get to the front, settle it around the back, find some wash. Carberry's a good paddler, just jump on his wash, save the energy for the weighing because it makes all the difference.
Absolutely, mate. It was a fantastic win. What else are you racing in today?
I got the iron up next, so it'll be a good fun getting around that one.
Yes, well, we look forward to watching you go around. You've got 1 win in the belt. Let's see you do well in the Ironman. Congratulations to the Open Men's Ski Race winner.
Thanks, Willie.
There we have it, Duff Men. The men's ski race is one run and done. Now for the women's.
That's it. We go straight into the women's open female ski race for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Now, a couple of big notable ones that aren't here in Adelaide for the weekend. Janaea Massey, our current series leader, as well as Gemma Smith. But someone that is here, she's been in great form. She sits third in the overall series. It's Jasmine Raywood. So she can maybe make a big shoot at the top of the standings if she has a great race here at Glenelg Beach. As we go through the start lines, we start right up there on the southern side of the line. Leah Daniels there of Grange, Jasmine Raywood of Burleigh. We then have the Jan Juck trio right through the middle. Alexis Jane, Abby Hanks and Isabella Trujillo. Kat O'Leary from the sunny Gold Coast there out of Mermaid Beach. Lucy Derbyshire right there through the middle. We know she's the Glenelg local, so she's here. She's putting her hat in every single opportunity she can. Charlie Smith, she had a great heat performance. Watch for the pink ski right through the middle of the pack from Seacliff there. Chloe Klingner of Southport. Annalise Kibble has been on fire so far at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Watch for her out of Newport on the blue and the grey. Summer Thomas of Southport. Tegan Richards, Burleyhead, Mowbray Park. Sasha Torrens of Newport. Gemma Holt out of Mordialloc. And you might call her the craft specialist. She had a swim earlier today. She was the winner in our board, but it's Hannah Scully. Watch for her to go. The girls are going to be in the starters' hands. They're about to float their boats. It's all about the start here. It's all about who can navigate the wind, who can deal with the conditions as they start to get more blustery as the minute goes by. We had a great still morning down here at Glenelg Beach through the qualifiers, but the further we go into it this afternoon, the more the wind picks up. Yesterday afternoon in our Friday iron qualifiers, it was blowing an absolute gale. It's now starting to reach those heights again. As we see the airport to the north there, the planes take off. They use that wind as a bit of assistance. Here, it's the detriment of the athletes. It's to the challenge of the athletes. But these are the best athletes we have in the world right here for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. Girls just right now jostling for position, trying to find a bit of water where they can put the boat in, they can find a bit of space, and they will do the long course, they will do the long cans, they will go all the way out around the top of the apex before they turn for home. And the wind behind them now will push them right to the north of the beach. An extremely tough job now for the starter. A field of 16 here in the final of the Glenelg Sprint Open Female Ski. A smaller, reduced field. A field that will make it easier for a start, and they do. They get a start right here. Missed there as well, though, by Tegan Richards. Lucy Derbyshire and Annalise Kibble off through the middle of the field. Nice and quick. Charlie Smith, not too bad off the pace. Jasmine Raywood, though, up to the southern side. She's off to a great one. Hannah Scully in a nice bit of clean water as well. But right through the middle of the field, off to an absolute flyer, was Lucy Derbyshire and Annalise Kibble. They will be the ones that spearhead this women's field out to the cans. Jasmine Raywood, though, she's right to the southern side there, and Hannah Scully to the northern side. The girls there will try their best to adjust their position to the can. Right there is where the race will be run and won. That is where everything will happen. On the way in on the men's, we saw Benny Carberry, who had a chance to take the overall series lead. He was on a run. He took off, but he went off the board and went sideways. That was him. Race over. It's as simple as that in the high stakes of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. And when it comes to the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, it's a sprint. It's a fast course. It's a short course. It's designed to test perfection. Now, perfection is hard to master and perfection is hard to come by. But Jasmine Raywood has hit the can first, and she now has a ski length, a boat length on Lucy Derbyshire. Now, we know Lucy Derbyshire. She's the iron woman in the field. She's out here. She's doing her best to try and pick up some valuable Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series MVP points. But Jasmine Raywood hits a run right there, and she streaks away from the field. She has turned a ski length into 3 in the blink of an eye. And that's what you'll say with Jasmine Raywood. Blink and you'll miss it. She'll hit the power and away she goes. She turns for home now and she starts to try power down. Lucy Derbyshire picks up a great little run. A little bit of that home knowledge coming to fruition right now for Lucy Derbyshire. She starts to chase these runs down the beach a little bit. Jasmine Raywood looks to be in a bit of dead water. Annalise Kibble on a big one out the back as well. Good run there from Annalise Kibble. But Lucy Derbyshire, she's closed the gap now on Jasmine Raywood. She's getting closer and closer the further we get into the beach. You can see Annalise Kibble here on this southern side. She's starting to work into this race. Kat O'Leary up there from Mermaid Beach. She's right to the north. She's a South Australian girl living up on the Gold Coast now, so she knows this beach well. But it's Jasmine Raywood. She's about to hit the sand. She's going to have the opportunity to be the first to get up and sprint. Annalise Kibble goes sideways. Nice little re-entry. Jasmine Raywood has it all in front of her. We watched Annalise Kibble almost run down Lily O'Sullivan. Can she run down Jasmine Raywood? Who knows? She's lightning across the sand, but Jazzy Raywood, she's trying to get the win. She doesn't know Annalise Kibble's right there. Kibble will not let her go, but Raywood may just have enough, or will she? Oh, that is a photo finish if I've ever seen one. That is a judge's decision. Hold all tickets. Hold all tickets. Photo finish on the line. Annalise Kibble may have just gotten there. It's hard to tell. Wow. Jasmine Raywood and Annalise Kibble in one of the closest, tightest finish you will ever see. Girls, Jazzy, you got off the boat. You were, 100-metre dash to the finish, and you could probably hear the footsteps of AK the whole way.
I must say, I did not hear a thing. All I heard was my brain telling me, can we please stop? Like, I don't want to go 90 more metres. I'm having 10. That's about it.
Now, Annalise, you almost ran down Lily before in the surf race. What is it about these burly caps that you don't like? You're chasing them down all day long.
I don't know, I just really I want to take advantage of the long runs while we've got them, because we don't always get that opportunity, so if I can strike while I can, I'll take that.
Absolutely. Now, girls, I'd love to be able to tell you what the official result is. I have no idea. That's a judge's decision. It is official. Burley Newport. Jasmine Raywood takes the win. Well done, girls. Great finish.
Thanks, well, I was ready to call it was Annalise, but I'll take it. So,
You take the win. Well done, girls. What a finish. Paying all bets, Jasmine Raywood in a photo finish to the AK-47 Annalise Kibble. But that is danger signs if you are the women's field. We now go to the junior under-15 Iron Men. We're in the final package now. They are in the starters' hands. We'll get a start list up for those in a moment. I'm going to hand over to my trusty steed, Matt Poole, to take you through that one.
Wowee, what a finish that was in the women's. Annalise Kibble twice, almost now coming home to steal a last-minute victory. She almost did it in the surf race. And then again to Jazzy Raywood in that ski race. Down to the last final millimetres. It was very, very close. So here we go now. As we turn our attention back to the start line, we've got the under-15 Ironman event. We have Mitchell Small of Glenelg, the local boy, in position 1. Archie Ray of Maroochydore in 2. Harrison Carberry of West Beach in 3. Riley McCartney, Alexandra Headland in 1. Oliver Steffen of Somerton. Lachlan McGregor, Glenelg. Cooper Cotter of North Burleigh. Thomas Shrivel, Jimmy Tavonen of Grange, Ruben Tapanya of Newport, Hamish Sutton, Glenelg, Ollie Brown of Trig Island. He'll be one to watch. He took a win earlier in the under-15 boys swim race. Robert Ginn of Brighton, Dane Molinar, Christie's Beach, Will Munro of Cooks Hill there, rounding out our under-15 male start list. Will Munro's now very, very strong in this swim leg, so he'll be looking to go out and get an early lead. It looks like the right-hand side so far is getting the best of the run at the moment. There's a sea of arms wrestling their way out to that first can. As that wind starts to pick up a lot more now, we're seeing those white caps out to sea. Now what that means is with the runs coming up, the importance of getting to that the first can first is going to be very, very important. If you get around those first and second cans in those first couple of places, you're going to give yourself first opportunities at the runs on the way home. And I think that that's going to be the difference between those that are winning and on the podiums versus those that are not. Being at the back of the pack is certainly not a place to be in short, sharp racing like this when it is so flat. And it is all about the wind chop and the swell on the way home. As we see now, our lead competitors just approaching that second swim can, and they are making their way back to the beach. Swim leg, run into the board, and then a final run. This sand is very, very hard now at low tide, so minute by minute, it is getting more challenging, more tough for these athletes, as now it's really becoming a foot race, as we've seen from the open male and female races across the swim, the board and the ski. With those sprint finishes, We've seen Annalise Kibble now do it twice where she stood up in second, even third place, but run her way into almost a last-minute victory. So as this tide starts to go out, we're going to see just how important it is to be a quick, light on the feet and fast through those transitions and finishes. As we can see now, our competitors making their way back to the beach. They're probably 10 or 15 metres off the bank there. A couple more strokes to go as they're going to get their feet into the sand for a couple of porpoise dives. And here we go, up and running. It looks like it might be Will Munro of Cooks Hill in one. Very, very impressive swim leg from him. He has maybe 10 to 20 metres as it is at the moment. So we're going to say, sorry, my apologies, it's not Will Munro. It is Ollie Brown of Trigg Island. He got the win in the surf race earlier today. Very, very strong swimmer. So Ollie Brown of Trigg Island in one. We've got Will Munro there of Cooks Hill in two. Cooper Cotter of North Burleigh in three. We've got Riley McCartney, Ruben Tapanya, and Thomas Shrivel up there in that front pack at the moment. Now, we can see our leader, Ollie Brown, opts to jump straight in and onto the belly, whereas our chase competitor, Will Munro from Cooks Hill, was straight onto the knees. And look, he looks like he may have already bridged that gap just from paddling on the knees versus the belly. You're getting a lot more power through your stroke. If he can get up onto the tail or onto the back of the board of Ollie Brown, he'll be able to sit and conserve a little bit of energy before the way home. But he's going to want to push up tight on the back of the board because, as we've said before, if whoever gets around those cans first is going to get first chance at the runs on the way home and will stretch that lead back out again. So at the moment, it's Ollie Brown of Trigg Island, WA in one. Will Munro of Cooks Hill in two. So as we see now the boys approaching that board. Cans only 20 metres to go and it looks like it's bunched up a lot. Maybe that swim leg from Ollie Brown has taken a little bit of energy out from him as he goes around now. Yes, Will Munro from Cooks Hill is tight on his tail. So he has bridged that gap, but they have stretched it out ever so slightly from our chase competitors in third and fourth for the moment. Now here we go. Look at the rating lift as the boys make their way back to the beach. Ollie Brown is rating through the roof, trying desperately to keep off a hungry Will Munro trying to chase the win. The boys are in 1 and 2 at the moment. Ollie Brown still ever so slightly hanging onto that lead, but Will Munro has taken the southern side, the line, which we've seen more favourably paying off in our earlier races today. One of our competitors, though, has just pulled a big run down to the north there and up alongside Ollie Brown. So here we go, the final moments of this last board leg. 1, 2, 3 on this final leg. Ollie Brown is on the inside. And the boys are up. Here we go. Hit the sand and pin the ears back. Ollie Brown of Trigg Island in 1 at the moment. That is a very, very fast finishing Archie Ray. Oh, Alexandra Headlands just coming. Riley McCartney from Alexandra Headlands just coming over the top of Archie Ray in the final moments of that race there. Alrighty, I've got Ollie Brown with me here of Trigg Island, mate. You've come from WA and you've made it worth the while. How was that race?
It was really good. Like how I structured it and then how it turned out.
You're obviously a very strong swimmer. Was that part of your plan to have a good swim leg and hang on, or is that just how it unfolded?
No, it's definitely got hard. Hold on in that swim. So I knew the boys are good on their board. I'm good on the swim, so I like to take that into my advantage.
Mate, fantastic race. Now I'm assuming that's all she wrote for the end of the day. What else have you got coming up for the rest of this season? Are you having a little bit of a break now? And what events have you got coming up in the back end of the season?
Well, I got get back straight into the pool because we got open water nats coming up. Then we got Manly and Freshie, and then the doubleheader at BMD.
Unreal, mate. Can't wait to see you in the back end of the season. So you're going to be at the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Manly and Northcliffe events. You're a star of the future. Fantastic win in the Ironman there.
Thank you.
There we go, Duff, man. Over to you.
Over to me. Here we go. Here's a big hunk of a lad, isn't he? Under 15, all the way from the west coast there of Trigg Island. And look, the action just goes straight off into the water right now with the under 15 Ironwoman final. The race is already in the water. It's already begun. And we do have young Sadie Maggs there out of Newport. Last year's champion, so last year's series champion as an under 14. She's in her correct aging now, her correct age group. Jess Conrad out of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Zoe Chrysakis out of Grange. Summer Murray and Kyra Spence of North Burleigh. Sutton Miller, Brighton. Keeley, Henty, Charles, Seacliff. Lisa Durs, Newport. Jade Rocker, Grange. Jess Osborne, Glenelg. Mackenzie Very, Brighton. Emmy Finlay, Glenelg. Josie Burton, another WA competitor out of Trigg Island. Zara Newmarch, Grange. Zara Doby out of Glenelg. And rounding the field out, Keziah Lockwood. Now the girls, look at the wind take them across the back of those cans. I would say from the earlier races, earlier proceedings, you do need to keep an eye out there for Jess Conrad and Lisa Durs. They were 1-2 in the youth surf race earlier this morning. They were 1-2. They pushed all the way to the beach. They were automatic qualifiers as well in the opening iron heats this morning. So they're in great form. They've raced well. They're doing great so far. It does look to me like Newport out in front. That'll be Durs there of Newport. Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park just off to the south slightly as we speak. Durs just trying to recalibrate right now, trying to check where her course is. Maggs, Sadie Maggs right there in the hunt as well. Murray and Spence of North Burleigh also mixing it up. Kyra Spence of North Burleigh is only an under 14 competitor. She was the World Youth Champion at the Race 1 World Youth Championships only a couple of weeks ago in her under 14 age group. She now steps up a year to come and mix it with some under 15 competitors. But side by side, stroke by stroke, Durs of Newport now stands up. Conrad of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, you see her start to lift the legs and try to wait out. Sadie Maggs just in there, third spot. Playing right now. They're going to come up and through this long transition. It turns from a swimming race to a running race. There's a board leg to go. It's Conrad and Durs side by side. Jess Conrad out of Burleigh Heads on the Gold Coast. Lisa Durs of Newport, New South Wales. Sadie Maggs there in third spot. We then go back to Murray. Jess Osborne of Glenelg in fifth spot. Coming out of the beach there, out of Mentone, Keziah Lockwood, Brighton Beach. That'll be Sutton Miller. Jess Conrad now about to pick up her board, make her way for that final leg, the juniors. Only a two-leg discipline. They pick it up. Jess Conrad with the slight advantage now over Lisa Durs. Sadie Maggs comes on through transition. Summer Murray from North Burleigh in fourth spot. Jess Osborne of Glenelg. Sutton Miller out of Brighton. It's the SA girls doing well at the moment. Here comes Kyra Spence, the under 14 world champion. She's mixing it up with the girls, slightly older than her in this age. But as we turn our attention back to see the girls just getting hit by the wind right now, they go down to the belly. They try to keep as much aerodynamic about it as they can. It's Jessica Conrad. She was last year's Shore & Partners World Ocean Series champion in the under 15 age group. She's travelled a long way out of the Gold Coast. She's spending Christmas here with her family down in Adelaide. And she thought, you know what? Why not have a race on the beautiful Glenelg Beach? I'll have a race here. Hey, well, I may even win a race here. And I'm going on the Ferris wheel just behind, just for fun. But she currently leads this one out in front of Lisa Durs of Newport. Sadie Maggs tucked in behind. Summer Murray there in fourth spot. And then it's the charge of the South Australian girls. Osborne out of Glenelg, Miller out of Brighton Beach. The girls now, you can see how bad that wind just starting to affect them. They're all on their belly. It's very hard to stay up on their knees right now. They've only been on these longer mouths for about a year or so. A little bit inexperienced is what you might compare to the open athletes we've seen already this afternoon. But Jess turns for home now. She goes along the back of that. You can see the lift she gets. The advantage starts to open up. It increases by the second. The wind helping her, Mother Nature becoming in her favour as we speak. She's about to turn for home, and I would say it's a 20-metre lead over Lisa Durs out of Newport. And you watch, every time the boards turn that can, the wind, it pushes them from the south to the north. It starts to fly home right now. Nice little run for our leader, Jess Conrad there. Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, looking to retain her title, looking to be undefeated in Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series overall championships. She's had a great start to the season. She's been on the podium time and time again. She's yet to get a race win in her preferred race of the Iron Woman. Is it right here, right now, the Glenelg Sprint Challenge? She picks up a little run now. She tries to push herself down and she can't. She falls out the back, but she has opened up a sizable lead now over the competition. She picks up a little leader's wave. She gets to enjoy it now. Mum and Dad, get that soft serve ready. She's going for a spin on the Ferris wheel, that's for sure. She hits the sand now. She will be your champion here on Glenelg Beach for the under-15 Glenelg Sprint Iron Women. Nice little wave there from Sadie Maggs in the minor places. Looks like she's gone past her club mate Lisa Durs. But ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a star of the future, Jessica Conrad of Burleigh Heads. Sprint up the beach now for the minors. It's either Sadie Maggs or Lisa Durs that's going to take this one out. The minor places, it looks like Sadie Maggs gets one over her club mate there to bring out the minors to become runner-up in this Glenelg Sprint Challenge Iron Women. Lisa Durs just in behind her. Summer Murray will round out that top four out of the Gold Coast, North Burleigh. What a race. These girls are phenomenal athletes at such a young age. The sportsmanship as well. Jess, we've had a few conversations already today. We've been talking. Now, I do believe your first Iron win of the season. Is that correct?
Yes, that is. It's been exciting too.
Now, last year's overall series champion, obviously as an under-14, you now step up into your correct age group. You want to go back-to-back, don't you?
Yeah, it'd be really cool, so hopefully we can do it this year.
Now, obviously, it's a long way of the season still to go. You're going to chase all the 10,000-point events, I'm guessing?
Yeah, Marucci next, I think, and then the rest of the 10,000s to go.
Beautiful. And is there anyone that you want to shout out back home? Maybe Santa Claus. What's he got in the on the Christmas list? Did you make the nice list this year?
Yeah, I hope so, but thanks to Mum and Dad, and family came down to watch today, so that was good.
That's amazing. And who are we visiting here in Adelaide? Is it Grandma?
Yeah, all Mum's side of the family. So it's
oh, beautiful. Well, enjoy Christmas and hopefully Santa's good to you.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations. What a superstar she is. Jessica Conrad out of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park on the Gold Coast. We've got the 17 men's in the water right now. Paulie, is going to be a good race here. Noah Maggs, the one to beat, no doubt.
Yeah, Noah Maggs is absolutely the man to beat so far. He's proven very, very dominant with the win earlier in the surf race and the board race, very strong. But we'll give you a little read of the names from left to right. Jonah Kilpatrick, Zachary Tucker of Seacliff, Anthony Baresi of Semaphore, William Newton, Maddox Burke of Wanda, Archie Harrison, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Chase Corbett of Port Noarlunga, Jack Travers of Glenelg, the local boy, Kobe Daniel, North Burleigh, Zach Moya with the second earlier in the board race today. He will be looking for another good result in the Ironman now. Nelson Meehan and Taj Bunting, both of Brighton, Tobias Halam of Ocean Grove, Charlie Farrell, Mornington, Connor Stanton of Grange, and Noah Maggs of Newport. So I believe it was Charlie Farrell that got the win in the surf race, or the board potentially. Maybe it was the board, apologies earlier. If he can hang on in this surf race here, he might be able to just do enough to get that win and hang on. It'll be look, he's going to have a tough time battling it out with Noah Maggs, but crazier things have happened in these sorts of conditions. It's hard to lead from start to finish. You've got to be tactical. It's very much like a game of chess. You've got to know when to sit and when to roll. If you get an opportunity, you've got to run on with it. But look, at this stage, the all field is close together at the moment. Looks like we might have one out in front with a little lead so far, but then a big bunch from second right through to, I'm going to say 10th or so. So at the moment now we can see Noah Maggs, I think it might be, of Newport out in one. He's approaching the back of the bank now and he's starting to get a little bit of a roll on. He's starting to pick up a few little bumps here, as is some of the trail competitors. As I see one of the waves there start to feather and break at the top. It looked like our second or third place. They might be on one here, as was Noah Maggs, but he's fallen off that wave, and it looks like that next wave is just biting at his ankles, and our competitor in second is not far behind at all. So running up the beach at the moment, it is Noah Maggs of Newport in one, and it is Maddox Burke of Wanda in two. So those two boys are going 1 and 2 at the moment now. Zach Moyer is in 3 here. Toby Daniel of North Burleigh in 4. Seacliff, we're going to say Zachary Tucker of Seacliff in 5, and then Chase Corbett of Port Noarlunga. Very, very strong board paddler. So the boys pick up their boards now and make their way out through the choppy wind here. Straight down to the belly a lot. Noah Maggs and Maddox Burke have both gone to their belly. Maybe they're a little bit tired, maybe they're a little bit fatigued. Both of them have done plenty of racing earlier today, so as they make their way out at the moment, it's Indian file racing, all getting in behind each other, trying to conserve a little bit of energy, be a little bit efficiency, and then maybe make a push for the shoreline. So here we go. We are moments away from a final result of our under-17 Ironman here for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7,000 points event. It has been a cracking day of racing so far. Lots of short, sharp, exciting, close racing and finishes, as we could expect. As we see now, the open male and open female are only moments away. They're all down here warming up, getting ready for the big dance. A lot of the big boys and girls have come down here for a last-minute opportunity to snap up some points, snap up some prize money ahead of Christmas and round out the 2024 year before they have a little bit of a Chrissy break and a break over New Year, and then come out again for the back end of the season early next year. January, February is going to be a very busy race schedule. Alrighty, here we go now. Noah Maggs absolutely powering there. Rating is through the roof. He's up on the knees and hunting these little runners all the way home here. He hasn't quite got the win yet, I wouldn't say, but he's doing very, very well at the moment. Maddox Burke has pushed a little bit further down to the north now, as we see Noah Maggs pushing down onto that little runner. I think that's going to be enough as he surfs it from right to left all the way back home. He will be standing up moments away. Here he goes now. Noah Maggs up and bunny hopping. What an incredible performance and an athlete he is. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your under-17 Ironman winner, Noah Maggs of Newport. Rounding out our podium is Maddox Burke of Wanda in 2. And in third place, we'll have Chase Corbett of Port Noarlunga. There we go, 1, 2 and 3. Noah Maggs of Newport in 1, Maddox Burke of Wanda in 2, and Chase Corbett of Port Noarlunga in 3, rounding out our podium there.
I was waiting for your feet.
Look, he's getting all too familiar on the top of the podium now. And one thing I love about Noah Maggs is the claims. What was the claim then?
For Macca's.
The Macca's MVP. We saw he took the Black Diamond card at Swansea Belmont, gave him a lifetime VIP card. Have you been using that yet?
No, I haven't. I need to make my way down to Central Coast. I've had a couple people offer money for it, but I'm not giving it up.
Absolutely not, mate. You hang on to that. Look, that was a fantastic win then. What was the race plan? What was the race strategy?
Oh, well, I know there's a couple good swimmers in this age group, so I'm just trying to get ahead. It's all a running race, really. First to get up wins the race, and I was just trying to get in front of that swim and then work runs on that board.
Yes, mate. You executed that very, very well. And final coming up a little bit later, and you've done a stack of racing. How are you feeling? What are you hoping for?
I'm feeling pretty well. I just want to push a couple of the old guys, scare them a little bit. You know, nobody's really watching me in that race. They were going to watch everyone else, and you know, I'm an underdog in that. I'm just going to go and do my best.
Look, mate, you are the underdog, but I guarantee you everyone's watching you, and they're definitely a little bit nervous of you. You're going to be a star of the future. Fantastic race, mate. Can't wait to watching the Open Ironman coming up shortly. Alrighty, what a race. What a race. The under-17s Ironman. Hand it over to Duffman now.
Here we go from the boys to the girls, from the men to the women. They've just started now. They're out in the water, about to turn that first can. And look, this is a great age group of female iron women. They are superstars out there at the moment. A couple of the names to watch for: Pippi Tapanya and Bianca Raywood. But we'll go through the full list of names. It's Charlie Burns, Jess Burton, Grace Norman, Chloe Rentez of Jan Juck, Georgie McIntyre, Ocean Grove, Rosie Davies, Brighton, Ryan Spence of North Burleigh, Holly Fanning of Brighton, Olive Charlson of Semaphore, Jamie Flanagan, Jan Juck, Chelsea Hanks, Ocean Grove, Zoe McKenna, Jan Juck, Kate Regol, Cottesloe, Bianca Raywood and Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Pippi Tapanya, Newport, and one of the SA Hope, South Australia Grange girl, Asta Micken. They're on their way home now, and I would take a fair, safe bet that it is most likely Pippi Tapanya that leads them around. She is an absolute super fish, and she currently leads the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Well, she did until Lily O'Sullivan won earlier today. Potentially Lily O'Sullivan now goes to the lead. But Pippi Tapanya and Bianca Raywood have had some great battles over this season so far, and it looks like we're in store for another absolute belter out here. They're just about to hit that wave zone, and we'll see as they hit that sand who gets the best of the action right now. A little bit of a wave turning on as well now with that wind. See some of these waves just turn from the runners into waves with that wind just picking up as the afternoon goes along. It's hard to believe that about an hour and a half ago it was a beautiful still day at Glenelg. Now it's a beautiful windy day, but still beautiful nonetheless. We're having a great time here at the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge, and it's Bianca Raywood that gets the best of Pippi Tapanya in the opening leg. She starts to try put the hurt into her on this run leg. You could almost say it's a 2-discipline race. Today it's a 3-discipline race. Now Pippi Tapanya is a phenomenal runner. She was at the 3,000 metre steeplechase national champs only about 6 to 8 months ago, and she is flying across the sand there. Asta Micken of Grange there, right there. Regol of Cottesloe also in the mix. Bianca Raywood and Pippi Tapanya, 1A, 1B at the moment. Asta Micken making her way down. Regol there of Cottesloe. Kate Regol hits the water. Bianca Raywood needs to punch through that one. She does. Nice little pop there from Pippi Tapanya. You cannot split the girls at the moment as they hit the water. Asta Micken and Regol just in behind. We then go back to Jan Juck, Brighton, North Burleigh, Brighton, Ocean Grove, Brighton, Jan Juck. Plenty on out here at the moment. More Ocean Grove, Semaphore, Jan Juck. Lots of Victorians here in this under-17 girls field. But the attention right now out in the water. On her knees there, Pippi Tapanya leads out from Bianca Raywood going on the belly assassin. So Bianca Raywood staying out of the wind while Pippi Tapanya tries to use the more powerful muscles up on her knees. This is the tight battle. We have had some unbelievable races here in this under-17 female girls age group over the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series so far this year. And who knows, this might be just the Christmas present we all ordered right here. This may just be the best finish of the day, the way these girls are head-to-head right now. Asta Micken out of Grange, South Australia, doesn't want to let these girls go, though. She's just right there on the tail. So it's a good little battle in 3 right now. We'll get a good look as they turn the can because that wind will be right behind them and they could potentially pick up the run that opens the gap. It's Pippi Tapanya. So advantage now, Pippi Tapanya. She was second out of the swim. A huge run transition against Bianca Raywood, and she now puts herself to the front of this race. Bianca Raywood, though, tucked in just behind her, will not let her go. Pippi Tapanya now turns for home. Bianca Raywood just in behind her. The line into the beach is going to be also important just here. Will they decide to chase each other all the way home, or will one of them be brave and decide to take a different venture across the beach here at Glenelg? 7,000 points up for grabs right now in the overall series in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. Huge amount of pride and points up for grabs as Pippi Tapanya now finds a little run, pushes down a little wave almost. Needs to put the power down. She looks exhausted out there though. Probably missed her opportunity to get that, but still muscling on and muscling on. Bianca Raywood, she looks out on her legs or maybe potentially saving her legs, knowing there's a long run leg home. Hard to see, but Pippi Tapanya has opened up a sizable lead now. She sits, she waits. She gets a little bump there. She's going to ride that one through. She needs to get up and go. She's a fast runner, but Bianca Raywood is not that far behind her right now. She has a nice little look over the shoulder, and she goes away from Bianca Raywood. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Your Glenelg Sprint Challenge Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Iron Woman champion in the under-17s out of Newport, New South Wales, it's Pippi Tapanya. A great battle there with one of her closest rivals, as has been now time and time again. Bianca Raywood out of the Gold Coast of Queensland under the cap there with Michael King and Johnny Ann. A tremendous race. Pippi for one apiece after the first 2 events. You now have the score. It's settled. You've got the nod on her today. They are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, racing girls, and it just makes racing interesting. And there's so many of us that get around. So you just got to put your best foot forward, and yeah.
Does it make it obviously a massive challenge for you racing these talented girls in the 17s, but it probably doesn't make it as daunting because in a moment you're about to stand up and take on the Opens in the Open Iron Woman. So sharpening your craft with the girls in this age group, it does make it a bit easier to step to the Opens?
Yeah, it's just as equally as hard, probably a bit harder in the Opens, but with all these girls pushing us day in and day out, it's easier in the Open Irons for sure.
Now, can we forge a little pact between the two 17s girls to maybe work together to take down some of the Opens?
Yeah, definitely.
There, she that post. We now get to the big boys, the top dogs of the sport. Maddie Poole has the honours to call this one through. Paulie, big race coming up right here.
Yes, here we go, Stewie Duff. Now we're into the blockbuster, the headliners, the Open Male and Open Female Ironman and Iron Woman finals. 7,000 points on offer, big prize money, big points. A lot of the boys from up north in New South Wales and Queensland clubs have come down to Adelaide to have a crack in the Glenelg Sprint Challenge because they know how important 7,000 points is to the overall series champion. Now, we've talked about it all summer long. The winners of the open male and open females will be driving away in a brand new Subaru car, as well as plenty of cash in their pockets. Corey Fletcher looks at me then, his ears pricked up with a little bit. He wants the car, he wants the cash. As we take a look down along the start line now, the boys are going through the final talks and discussions with their handlers as they fire up to get ready and throw down in one of the most exciting races we're going to see. In position 1, we've got Noah Maggs of Newport. 2 is Corey Fletcher, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. In 3 is Hayden Cotter of Manly. In 4 is Matt Bevilacqua of BMD Northcliffe. Position 5 is Ben Carberry, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. And in position 6 is the man that everybody seems to be chasing this summer, Ali Day of Surfers Paradise. He's taken out the Coolangatta Gold earlier this year for the 10th time, and then he backed it up only a month later with a win in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Hayden Kenny Classic. So Ali Day already has won 10,000 points win in the belt. Now, Stu Duff mentioned earlier, if you want to win the overall series, you basically need to have a win in a 10,000. As well as that, it helps if you can get a win in the 7,000 to armour yourself with your 5 best overall results at the end of the season. So Ali Day has one of those wins. Charlie Verco of Newport is in 7. Tex Dixon of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park in 8. Noah Thomas, Will Savage and Ethan Jackson, all of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. They are side by side. Now look, Ethan Callahan is one to be looking at this summer. He has also been having an incredible breakthrough season so far. He has been nipping at the tails at multiple big events. He raced incredibly well last weekend at the Iron Series, showing experience beyond his age. He's only 18 years old, but Ethan Callahan is incredibly talented. As we see, Jake Morris is on the start list, Finn Askew, Archie Vernon, Ethan Jackson, Fletcher Warren, Nathan J of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. We've got Riley Rasmussen of North Burleigh, and rounding out our final competitor for our Open Men's Ironman final is Mitch Stitt of Surfers Paradise. And we're away. Corey Fletcher has seen something where he's decided to drop in from that southern side and run down to the middle of the field. I'm not sure what has brought on that decision. Maybe he sees an opportunity to jump on some feet. As we can see now, all the handlers have just dashed down to the athlete's skis to grab a hold of the paddles as a huge surging gust of wind rips through again. We've seen that happen a couple times now. The wind has picked up exponentially over the last couple of hours. Yesterday, for our heats and semi-finals, that wind was extremely strong. Throughout the earlier part of our day today, it was very glassy and smooth. Wasn't much wind at all, but here we go. The wind is up, and that creates a whole new element of skill for the athletes. Already now you can see that wind is starting to push our entire field down towards the north. Now all day they've been swimming back onto that can, but for the first time today it looks like the entire field is swimming back against that strong wind to get around the can. Now if your course management is done perfectly well, you do not want to be swimming against that wind and back up to the can. You always want to allow plenty of room before you, so you can turn that can and go with the wind. With the wind is always more efficient and fast. As we see now, our lead competitor has rounded that first can. I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait until they get back a little closer to the beach before we start throwing out names. But our lead competitor at the moment has got a very handy little lead. If I was a guessing man, I would say it very well could be Hayden Cotter of Manly. He's already had a win earlier today in the run, swim, run, and then he took out the open male surf race. So there's a very good chance it could be Hayden Cotter of Manly, but we'll wait to see as they come on, make their way back to the shore now. Halfway in of this 200 to 300 metre first swim leg, the boys will hit the beach, make their way across this incredibly hard low tide sand through the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series banner there, through that transition down to pick up their skis, around all cans on that ski leg before going into another transition and a final board leg. So this is it. Here we go. They're up and going, and that looks to me like current world champion Finn Askew of Surfers Paradise. Finn Askew has had an incredible opening leg swim here, looking very strong, very light on the feet, as Matt Bevilacqua in second place of BMD Northcliffe. That is an incredible swim for Bevy, coming out in second place with the ski and board leg to go. And here he is, the man we've all been watching. Ali Day is in third, Fletcher Warren in fourth, Will Savage in 5, Ben Carberry in 6, and Ethan Callahan, the 18-year-old, in 7th place at the moment. They are still very, very close as we see the boys picking up their skis and jumping on now. It is Bevilacqua and Finn Askew in 1 and 2. Matt Bevilacqua, I'm going to call, has a slight advantage at the moment from being on the south. He is going to be able to come down with that wind a little bit more, but Finn Askew is doing everything right at the moment. He's a much smaller in frame and size, but he is doing extremely well into that strong wind at the moment. He's going pound for pound with Matt Bevilacqua as we see the boys now. The field is hot on their feet, chasing them down. They want to catch that lead. You do not want to let Finn or Bevy get to that apex with a little gap, because the moment they turn that apex, they are going to turn 2 metres into 20 metres real fast. Now here we go. The boys are approaching that first ski can. Once they turn side on, we'll be able to make out who's got the lead at the moment. It looks like Bevilacqua, the red, gold and black race 1 ski of Matt Bevilacqua. He is powering out there. It looks like Finn Askew is maybe 5 to 10 metres off the tail of Bevy there, as we just spoke about. There's not many better on the way home, in the runs, in the bumps than Bevy. We saw Bevy actually take out the Dash for Cash ski race yesterday, which was extremely fast and hotly contested. Some great ski paddlers in there, but there's not many better on the runs on the way home than Bevy. So as we look to see the boys now going to work, Ali Day is pushing now. You can see that black race 1 ski of Ali Day. He is absolutely going to work right now. Finn Askew on the black and pink ski down to the north there. Bevilacqua on the red, tacking back now, coming back towards the transition, trying to narrow the amount of distance that he's going to have to use running back up the beach. And Ali Day is in 3. It looks like they've split the field at the moment. So Bevilacqua in 1, Finn Askew in 2, Ali Day in 3, and then in 4th there might be Will Savage pulling down a great little wave there, so certainly not out of the mix. Sorry, it might be Ben Carberry there in 4th place at the moment, but it's all Matt Bevilacqua. He's hit the sand, he's up and running into the final leg here. Matt Bevilacqua is coming across the sand. Here we go, the race is on. Bevilacqua in 1. Finn Askew in 2, Ali Day in 3, and Ben Carberry in 4. The last and final leg. The boys have got to go now. This is it. 7,000 points and some big bucks, big prize money. As we see coming around now is Jake Nathan J, Will Savage, Charlie Verco and Ethan Callahan. They're going to have a little bit of work to do if they're going to want to catch the leaders, because at the moment it is Boardleg Glass, Matt Bevilacqua in 1, Finn Askew in 2, Ali and Ben Carberry in 3 and 4. Here he is, the under-17 superstar, Noah Maggs. He has done race after race today. I don't think there would be any athletes that have done more racing than Noah Maggs today. Picking up that board alongside Hayden Cotter there, an incredible effort backing up from his under-17 Ironman victory only probably 10 minutes or so ago. And then towing the line with this open men's field that is up there with 5-star, some of the best in the business. Now this is the part of the race that gets interesting. Matt Bevilacqua, 5 times Molokai to Oahu world paddleboard champion. He's the current world board champion and past Australian board champion. But he's got the target on his back, and he's got Finn Askew and Ali Day chasing him down. We said it before, there's not many that chase runs on the way home better than Matt Bevilacqua on craft, both board and ski. He is incredible on those runs, so it's his to lose at the moment. He's out in front and he's chasing some little bumps, but the boys behind him are working very, very hard. As we see now, Ali Day's red Race 1 board there just coming into frame. He's getting some incredible runs there. He's not letting him have his own way. He's certainly not letting him take the win that easily. He's going to work all the way to the beach now. Bevilacqua on the top of one, working. I think he might have done enough as he milks that little wave all the way to the beach. It's going to be Bevilacqua standing up in first place. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Bevilacqua of BMD Northcliffe in first place, taking the win here at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. There we go. Matt Bevilacqua in 1, Ben Carberry, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park in 2, Ali Day, Surfers Paradise in 3. That will be our podium. Finn Askew in 4, Charlie Verco in 5, Will Savage in 6, Tex Dixon in 7, Jake Morris in 8, and Ethan Callahan in 9. What a race. That was good, hard, fast racing. Here we go. I'm with Matt Bevilacqua, winner of the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Bevy, you might not have a better start to the World Ocean Series win, and you've done that. Tell me what's going to be.
The series is really good, and you know every race is so tough, and lost a bit on my mojo last few months, but you know, you got to just start enjoying it, and I just love being here. I love racing for the cliff, love racing on that Race 1 surfcraft, and it's a good time. So you tap into that and it all comes back.
Look, it is tough. You come down here and you're in a 7,000 event against a whole list of incredibly talented athletes. You executed that race perfectly. Were you a little bit nervous going into that last board leg, or were you thinking, my board resume is pretty good, I've got this done?
I was listening to you actually going into the board, like, one leg to go. I was like, okay, I can do one board leg. That's in my wheelhouse. But yeah, very nervous. You know, it's a long race. These guys are all so fit when you got Ali Day coming up here. So, really happy with that.
Absolutely, mate. Fantastic race. You're going to go into Christmas with a win in your belt now. You come out for 2025, and we've seen time and time again, these 10,000 races, anything can happen. So, Manly, Eckstein doubleheader. You're back in the mix, mate. Let's see you do it.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Well, there you go, guys. Matt Bevilacqua, winner of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7,000 Ironman event. What a race. What a moment. He's put himself back in the mix overall now. Alrighty, and in third place, ladies and gentlemen, no other than Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge bronze medalist Ali Day. And in second place, from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Ben Carberry. Put your hands together for our winner today, the Glenelg Sprint Challenge champion, Matt Bevilacqua. And in true fashion of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, the action doesn't stop because we've got to start in the Open Iron Women straight away. And the start list of the Open Iron Women, we go all the way to Victoria. Jan Juck, Zoe McKenna out of South Australia, young under-17 competitor Asta Micken, under-19 out of Victoria. Gemma Holt of Morty Alec. Millie Derbyshire, the younger sister there of Lucy out of Surface Paradise. A Glenelg Jr. now here racing under the Surface Paradise cap. We go to Lily O'Sullivan, World Surf and Board Race Champion. Michaela Whitney out of Kurrawa. Georgie McIntyre of Ocean Grove. The World Iron Woman Champion, Naomi Scott. Hannah Scully from BMD Northcliffe. Lucy Derbyshire of Surface Paradise. Jasmine Raywood. She currently sits atop of the overall Iron Woman standings, looking to add more points to her tally from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Lizzie Wellborn of Newport. Lana Rogers, last year's champion. A perfect weekend at the Shore and Partners Iron Series last weekend, 2 from 2. Can she make it 3 Iron Woman races on the trot? Bianca Raywood from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Annalise Kibble out of Newport. In second spot in the overall series, Georgia Fitzsimmons, fresh off her 10,000 point win at the Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. Can she keep the good form going in our Shore and Partners World Ocean Series? Pippi Tapanya from Newport. Tiani Massey, last year's Shannon Eckstein finale champion in that great sprint up the beach between two other champions of our sport, Georgia Fitzsimmons and Lana Rogers. We round out the list with Tegan Richards and Claudia Slavin of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. In the opening leg now of the swim, the girls make their way to the beach for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Glenelg Beach, when they make their way through transition, I want you to make some noise. I want you to get behind the girls. Give them your support. These are the best of the best. We're talking world champions, Australian champions, Iron Series champions, World Ocean Series champions. It's a champions race in a champions field, and we're honoured to have it here in South Australia on Glenelg Beach. We'll try to pick them up as they come on through. I can see there the stroke of Georgia Fitzsimmons. She's been kept on ice all day long. She's kept herself fresh, as has Lana Rogers. They have picked their event. They have targeted that event, and they want the win here today. They want the points, the 7,000 points that's on offer, and what that might mean in the overall grand scheme of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. We see a few start to stand on up and start to porpoise on through. We'll get a better look as it is. Lana Rogers and Georgia Fitzsimmons right there. Naomi Scott also right there in the mix. So it's BMD Northcliffe 1, 2, 3 at the moment. It's Naomi Scott that leads through. She's the early charge right now. A great swimmer.
She's a former Australian Iron Woman champion. She's the current World Iron Woman champion. Georgia Fitzsimmons right there on her feet, kicking along as well. Lana Rogers using that run leg to her advantage, as is Tiani Massey, Lily O'Sullivan, Lucy Derbyshire, current series leader Jazzy Raywood in 7th spot right now. Lizzie Wellborn and training partner Pippi Tapanya in about 8th and 9th position as they coal on through. We go then back to the AK-47, Annalise Kibble. We then roll on through to the minor places. They hit the water for the ski leg for the first time. Naomi Scott, Australian ski champion, a huge advantage to be able to bolster her strong start with her strongest event. She's the Australian ski champion, which is no easy feat, and she puts herself to the front of this race. But Lana Rogers, what a transition there from Lana Rogers. She was 3rd out of the water. A massive gut-running effort through the sands here on Glenelg Beach to get herself right up back to the front of this race. She pushes herself. It's a line of 3 right now. Naomi Scott to the southern side. Georgia Fitzsimmons right through the middle, and Lana Rogers. The 3 training partners, the sparring partners, they've been here. Conditions have here today where the wind is up and it's tricky. Maybe not on the wave size, maybe not on all size, but tricky with the waves and the conditions the way they are. Craft as the tail end of this. Also a tricky order for some, to put the swim leg first and to back it up with a ski and a board. It allows people to come through and make massive, massive inroads as the race unfolds and goes on. The girls will turn now. The first bit of the wind swell that pulls in, and it's Lana Rogers, ladies and gentlemen. She hits the front. She was last year's Shore and Partners World Ocean Series champion. She's looking to get some valuable points on the scoreboard here today. 7,000 points on offer. Georgia Fitzsimmons and Naomi Scott right there in amongst it as well. Looks like Naomi Scott just a little bit off the pace right now. So it's the two-headed dragon of Georgia Fitzsimmons and Lana Rogers, and they pick up a little wind swell right there. Nice little lift from behind them, a nice little run and a pickup. Naomi Scott also got a nice little one. Jazzy Raywood starting to fight back into this race as well. She's the current overall ski series leader, so she's into her strongest, and Tiani Massey finds a nice little one. She takes that one to the north of the beach, but still out in front, working the runs to absolute perfection. It's Georgia Fitzsimmons. She's looking for 2 wins in a row for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. She was the winner of the 10,000 point event in Newcastle at Swansea Belmont Beach for the Shore and Partners Swansea Belmont Classic. But Naomi Scott also fights her way back into it, and she takes a great line. She's trying to take a little bit of distance out of the run leg, as much distance as she can. But what a phenomenal paddle there from Jasmine Raywood. She went into the water in 5th or 6th position, and she is pulled up onto the leading wave with Georgia Fitzsimmons and Lana Rogers and Naomi Scott just off the pace right now in 4th position. This is a champion's race, and look at that. Tiani Massey, the little pocket rocket, will not go away. She fights well above her size stature as we see that strong run leg come out once again for Lana Rogers. She loves to put the pain into the legs of the girls as she makes her way there through transition. So it's Lana Rogers, Georgia Fitz, Naomi Scott, Jazzy Raywood, Tiani Massey. She is lightning on her feet right now, Tiani Massey, and she goes into arguably her strongest and best one off board. Lizzie Wellborn is not out of this by any stretch, nor is the world board champion Lily O'Sullivan. This is a cracking race right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have an absolute barnstorming finish as Lucy Derbyshire drops the board. A set of fatigue coming in. We see the errors start to creep into the game. As we go back, it's Gemma Holt of Morty Alec, Millie Derbyshire. It's Rigole of Cottesloe as well out of WA. This is a great race here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got an absolute ripper as we go on the beach now. Just pushing themselves to the front. It looks like Jazzy Raywood opting to stay out of the wind as much as possible. She's on the belly. She's laying down. Lana Rogers also to the front. They then form the train. Tiani Massey and Lily O'Sullivan just off the pace as we speak. Just a little bit out of the back. Tiani Massey, though, trying to bridge that gap. Lizzie Wellborn also just trying to push across, get herself right back onto a bit of tail wash to see if she can get herself back in the hunt of this race. We'll see it soon. They'll turn, they'll get that wind assistance in behind them, and they'll push to the north of the Glenelg Beach here, and we'll get a good look. We'll see who has the advantage in the final closing stages here of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. It looks like it is potentially Georgia Fitz that's gone to the front. Could also be Jazzy Raywood coming home with the wet sail. It is. I think it might be Jasmine Raywood that's pushed herself to the front. Lana Rogers just in behind. Georgia Fitzsimmons there in third spot. Naomi Scott there in fourth. So Jazzy Raywood has had a great second half of her race. She came out of the swim in about fifth or sixth position. A tremendous ski to get herself back in the mix. And now she is starting to paddle away from them in her final leg, the board leg. She's on her belly the whole way around this course. She is saving those legs for the final sprint, the final dash across the sand. It's Jasmine Raywood just out in front of Georgia Fitzsimmons, Naomi Scott and Lana Rogers. Tiani Massey is back in this race as well. A race in 5. Lana Rogers picks up a nice little bump. She gets a little bit of assistance. A look at Tiani Massey chase one down the beach. Tiani Massey may be on. She goes past Georgia Fitz. She goes past Lana Rogers. T. Massey may have just picked up a little wave to make it a run up the beach between her. Jazzy Raywood and Tiani Massey are racing 2. Naomi Scott to the south. She picks up one now as well. A race in 2 as they hit the sand. Tiani Massey goes early. She goes off soon. She does not lose sprint finishes. What a performance. Enters the water in 5th position. Knew she had it all to do. Finds what she needs to find at the right time. Your Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Champion, Tiani Massey. Tremendous effort there from Jazzy Raywood. Awesome performance at the back half of that race. Naomi Scott rounds that podium out. Lana Rogers and Georgia Fitzsimmons there in the preceding positions. But what a performance for Tiani Massey. Finishes that one off tremendously. It's hard to keep champions down. Tiani, wow. Had it all to do. Final leg. Entered the water 5th. The girls in front of you, superstars, world champions. You just found that nice little bump. Like what Benny Carberry likes to say, milked it like a dairy farmer and just found a way. What a race.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a good race. Yeah, the girls are tough. They're amazing. And, even all the way down here at Glenelg, it's a star-studded field and it's never easy to get a win. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that race. It wasn't all going quite to plan, but I'd like to think I'm someone that it's not over till it's over, and I'm going to give everything till the end. So I was lucky today that, I was one with the ocean and just running the bumps as best I could, and that's what got me the win today.
Now 7,000 points in the grand scheme of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. It's enormous for the overall standings. A massive boost to the points balance.
Yeah, definitely. I got my 7,000 point win at Maroochydore last year, and that played a really big, vital role in the momentum for the rest of the season, and then I got my Shannon win after that. So, yeah, anytime that you get a win, no matter whether it's 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, it's always going to be good points, and it's always going to set you up well and give you that momentum going through.
And obviously we got the Manly Open before your home beach up there, but you'll be looking to go back-to-back on your home beach, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime that I can race against, all the younger generation coming through and show them what is truly possible, and, you can be in a club like Maroochydore on the Sunshine Coast, and you can be one of the best in the business. So, yeah, no matter what happens on my home beach, I just hope that I can inspire those young kids coming through.
And obviously Christmas just around the corner. For those, if Santa's listening at home, what's on the wish list?
Oh, I don't know.
Dream big, Tiani, dream big.
Honestly, just family time. It's been a hard year, as you know, with losing my nonny not long ago, and we've been really busy every weekend. My family's been, my dad's driven my gear to Newcastle at Swansea. He then drove it to Wanda last weekend, and now he's driven all the way here to Adelaide. So I was kind of feeling the pressure to perform because he's done all of that for me, and, I'm just so grateful to him. But honestly, I'm just so excited to get home, be at home with my family, and just have some real quality time with them.
Oh, I'm sure he would have been proud of you regardless, but maybe an extra smile after you win. Congratulations, Tiani. Enjoy the Christmas break.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Tiani Massey, your champion of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge here for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. And she had it all in front of her, had it all to do. What a star she is. But we got our presentation now of the Open Female Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. In third place from BMD Northcliffe, Naomi Scott. Had one hand on it before Tiani Massey came over the top. In second place, Jazzy Raywood. And your champion of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge from the Black Swans of Maroochydore, Tiani Massey. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can, another round of applause for our champions of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, Naomi Scott, Jasmine Raywood, and Tiani Massey. Oh, no, don't be confused. It's not our drone up in the sky. It's our good friends from Westpac, the Westpac Heli Chopper. They're coming to say hello. Everyone give the Westpac Helicopter a nice wave here from the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Safety on the beaches across the coast of Australia. We are surrounded, or girt by sea, you might even say, in our national anthem. Paulie, I'm not even sure what's going on right now. What do we got in the water?
Right now we've got the Westpac, out in the water. I don't know, man. It could be a junior, under 17 mixed taplin, if I was a guessing man. I don't know. Look, we've got 5 starters down there for our under 17 mixed taplin. It's been an exciting day. Been a very, very exciting day. Lots of action, lots of racing, fast finishes. So here we go. Rounding out, finishing off the day. Got our under 17 mixed taplin relay. Then finaling that, the curtain raiser event. The Open male and female mixed taplin relay. Always a very exciting race to watch. Newport's here. Northcliffe is here. Burleigh is here. Couple of the big heavy hitters. I don't think the only one missing is that Alexandra Headlands from our major winners. So it's going to be a very exciting, good finish to our Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7000. It's been a fantastic carnival so far. Here we go. We've still got the Westpac chopper circling nicely for us here. They do a fantastic job from above, protecting the beaches, making sure we're all safe. As we can see now, the first of our under 17 male competitors making their way back to the beach here. So up position 1 is Jan Juk. Great swim. He's maybe got a small 20 metres lead there. Grange, Brighton, Seacliff. It's an array of caps so far. Led heavily by the locals, or a little bit of a Victorian v Adelaide showdown here, Duffman. Jan Juk taking the honours at the moment. Grange in 2. You've got Seacliff, Brighton, and then the local club, Glenelg, there.
So it is 6-person junior taplin relay. So that means 2 swimmers, 2 ski paddlers, 2 board paddlers. Like we said, heavily contested right now by the Victorian and the South Australian contingency. It was Janjuk that led the charge for the juniors. So it was Janjuk that led the charge. So it looks like they're allowing any particular order right now. So we may actually see a little bit of a mix-up here between the boys and the girls. And it looks like Grange have opted potentially to send their girl out against the boys. So brave tactic may just come off. It may just come off. Enormous right now. Now Janjuk, you're out in the lead right now. Who's in the water right now swimming for you?
Chelsea Hanks at the moment.
And she's a bit of a super fish, is she?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a bit of a Victorian versus South Australian showdown. What do you reckon? The Vicos taking it home?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully with Janjuk.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, best of luck out there. And a couple of the ski paddlers getting ready right now, ready to rock and roll. Glenelg, the home beach, he's fist pumping. It looks like he's at a beach doof. You're going to win on your home beach.
Sure there's no doubt about that. Why would we even lose? There's just no point.
So we got the Glenelg Surf Club in the background, just underneath the water slides and the Ferris wheel here. So we maybe call out Anthony Merchant, the Vice President, that if the juniors can take home the taplin relay, that maybe it's free soft drinks for all the relay members tonight at the bar.
Oh yeah, I'm working as well, so I'll make sure to shout everyone all the beers and all that and all the soft drinks and all that.
You're too young, you can't shout beers. Yeah, you can't shout beers. Don't say that, you're on camera, son. Oh my gosh. These juniors are out of control. These South Australian juniors, where do we go? They're out of control. We see now closing stages is this second leg of this 6-person mixed junior relay. You see them just coming into the closing parts now. Janjuk looks like it's just slipped back in a second spot. Brave call there from the home club, Glenelg Beach. They reckon they've got what it takes on their home beach to go, and I think it was quoted, why would we lose? It's inevitable. Why would we lose? Well, I'll tell you why. You've got 7 other clubs looking to take the title as well. That's why you could lose, and it's tight at the moment. Look, throw a blanket over the field. You cannot separate. Big swim there, I reckon, from Grange. That'll be Asta Micken of Grange. So enormous swim there. She got herself into a great position. So Grange on the back of Asta Micken take the lead. We then go Janjuk second spot. Glenelg there in third. Brighton Beach there in second. We head on around there. Big swim there from Asta Micken. Seacliff in the mix still. Semaphore not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. And this is where it gets interesting. We send the girls off with the boys. The girls, hey, they like to embarrass the boys here, so they're going to go and they're going to give it their best shot. They can hit the water now, and it's a long paddle out and around. It's a huge effort here. Grange hit the front and hit the lead. They go to the tippy top. They're trying to upset the home club. They're trying to take the title 20 metres across town. Pooley, what do you reckon of the tactics here? They've sent the girls in with the boys.
Yeah, I love it. Get them in there amongst the action. What have we had? We've had the boys. Done the first 2 swim legs, making their way out on the ski now. Oh, as we see, our leaders making their way to that first turn can. Going to be exciting now. Only a couple legs remain for this under 17 mixed teams relay. We've seen our 2 surf swimmers going around. The first of our male ski paddlers are out there. Females getting ready now on the line. So we're halfway through. We're at the halfway mark now. Third leg in of 6. Here we go now, making their way back to the beach, chasing those runs home. A lead competitor lifting. And a nice little runner there as we see the boat drop down into that little run before he tacks back to the south. Lovely display of surf skills out there. A lead competitor was Grange out in front, I believe, with a handy little lead now. Looks like he might have just pulled down a nice little wave there, extending that lead ever so slightly. Second place is still in the mix very much. But it would appear here we go, our lead competitors are up. Is that Brighton? Brighton's up in 1. Look, the home in 2 at the moment. A lot of smack talk from the local club. They can't be beaten. They're in second at the moment. The boy from Seacliff, he's getting after it. What a transition. Now that is a big impact play when you run a transition like that. Big shift from Grange there. Grange went in first. Now they've dropped back to 4th at the moment. But it's not over yet. We've still got 3 legs to go. But, oh, it's Brighton in 1. Glenelg in 2. Seacliff in 3. I see what we've done here. We've mixed up the boys and the girls. And so it looks like Glenelg in 1, Brighton in 2, Seacliff in 3, and our boy from Grange just jumped on. He's going to wear a little one on the lap here, climbing up and over that. So we've got Grange in 4, Janjuk in 5. So athletes make their way out and around yet again for another exciting ski leg.
We'll just take a leg each. So we're right in the thick of it now. Coming into the closing stages of this junior mixed relay, and we're going to get to see my boy soon, Bobby B of Grange. Bobby B of Grange. We're going to get to see him run around the course pretty soon. But we're waiting to see. It was at the tactics. The tactics are interesting here. We had some mix-up in the skis where the genders rolled and they kind of mixed in the boys with the girls. But I'm looking at the start line here of the board, and it's girls across the field. It's women across the field. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to leave it all in the hands of the men to bring it home. So 4 out of 6 legs, almost complete. They turn for home now. We can see starting to put the pedal down. Our leaders, Brighton, South Australia, they led out of the ski in the middle part of this junior taplin relay. And they get a little bit of wind assistance with the runners as well. Oh, we've got disaster out on that top apex, Ken. Looks like someone got caught up completely on that top apex, so that's disaster. There was a leading pack of 3, and somebody has been caught up in that rope on the top apex, and it may just cost them dearly out here at Glenelg Beach for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Couple of nervous people on the beach right now. A lot of nervous South Australians and Victorians. As we see our 2 leaders come down the beach. Looks like Brighton still out in front. Looks like Grange has got themselves right back into it as well. Brighton v Grange. Girls, you've got a massive task right here. What's the strategy as we hit the water?
Go fast.
Go fast. That's a great strategy. What's your strategy? You currently got the lead.
Yeah, go fast.
Go fast, keep the lead. Keep it simple. KISS. Oh, look at this through transition. Grange. Enormous transition run there from Grange. Goes past Brighton. So it's the club of Grange that hits the lead once again. They're going to head around. They're going to tag. It's going to be Grange versus Brighton right now for the top 2 positions. Further down the beach, we go on right back. It's Seacliff, Glenelg, Jan, Juck and Semaphore. They're still in the hunt as well. They're not out of it by any stretch, but Grange, great start off the beach. Brighton starting to put the pedal down once again. Up and in through transition, we see Jan, Juck and Victoria, Glenelg, Semaphore and Seacliff. Just got the GPS calibrated just slightly wrong there. They are going, they're vying here for the taplin. So Taplin, a great real estate group out of South Australia. Supporters of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Hey, so nice they named it twice. Taplin. Paul Bevy, champion today, mate. What do you reckon of this junior talent on offer out of South Australia and Victoria?
Oh, mate, they are coming. The southern states always represent pretty strong and always fly the flag for Tassie, mate. Used to love coming to interstate titles and stuff and racing the South Australians and the Victorians. It was kind of like we raced ourselves and then the Queensland and New South Wales. Always competitive with us southern states and, yeah, they're putting on a good show today.
How about... here's what we might do one day. We might try and put a Bevel Aqua Dream Team together. We'll bring the Tasmanians best up and we'll come and mix it with these clubs up in South Australia on the mainland.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, interstate titles this year was really competitive last Friday in where were we? In Wanda. So, it's good. These guys are really starting to compete and Victoria especially were a strong showing and, we've got these juniors getting really good race experience through the World Ocean Series now. And, you got guys like Noah Maggs who are just racing both and being really competitive. So it's only going to feed that talent and that early intake into the Open. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing them come through.
When the day for retirement comes, and it's not any day soon, you're on fire today, what do you reckon in retirement days that we bring you back out for Tasmania and we suit you up and we send you around the interstate course a couple of times?
Oh, without a doubt. It's not the last time I put on the green for Tasmania. I'll get back down there and run heaps of clinics. I mean, race one send us down here to do clinics and stuff every year and it's fantastic. The kids love it. The clinic we ran on Thursday was just Friday morning was just a huge hit and we can't wait to keep coming back here every year. But yeah, I'll don the colours again, mate. No worries.
I can't wait on the colours of Tasmania. And if there's anyone that's going to live for their state, Bevy, it's got to be you. You're Tasmanian proud. And look, you've done it on the biggest and the grandest stage of all today, the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. We are coming now into the final stages. It's going to be Grange that's going to get a little bit of assistance here. The last little bit there, try to push up and over the top. They're just out in front right now. Slightly, just so slightly in front of Brighton Beach. They come on through transition. We'll see big Bobby Burfield is about to take off. Bobby B, mate, you've been in some finals today, 17s and opens. You've got to bring it home for the club.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's do it, Bobby B. You're my man. Let's go. Bobby B to bring it home for Grange. He's got a nice little handy lead over Brighton. Brighton with all the work to do. Grange looking to take out this junior Taplin. As we see Ed here, rolls on through now. Brighton Beach. They are the only threat to the title. They are the only challenge. As we see big Bobby B, Robbie Burfield, hit the water right now. Brighton Beach, though, charges off the beach. Hey, he becomes the hunter, the hare, Robbie Burfield out in front. Roll on through transition once again. It's Janjuk, Glenelg, Semaphore, and Seacliff still just in the wave zone there. So the race for the minor place is still up for grabs. A spot on the podium still there for the taking. Janjuk works their way through transition.
It's good to be back. Thank you for that, Duff man. You've earned yourself a massage. Head on up to our sponsors, Physio, Chiro. Massage up there. Here we go. The final moments, the final leg of our under-17 mixed taplin relay here. As you can see now, the open male and female getting ready over there. Now lead competitors here with a great handy little lead. So make their way back to the shoreline now. Only a little bit of energy left to give. It's been a big day for most of the athletes now. It's kicking off our finals, or our heats, earlier today from 9 a.m. It's been a big day of racing. Swim, board, ski discipline, plus our irons, Ironman, Iron Woman events. And here we go, the final event of the day for the under-17s. This is our mixed taplin relay. And here is our lead competitors from Grange, I believe. The local Grange team going to take out the win here. They made a call earlier, beaten, and they have delivered. They talked the talk, and now they have walked the walk. Bobby B, what a fantastic anchor leg from Robbie for Grange. Tense up across the finish line as well. His stocks have just doubled in the eyes of Stewie Duff. So Grange in 1, Brighton in 2. Here we go. Here's our third place. And that'll round out our podium, the local club. Glenelg taking third place here. So position 1 was Grange, 2 was Brighton, and 3 is Glenelg with the bronze medal there. Fantastic finish for the under-17 team there. Janjuk in 4. There's our Victorian team. Coming across the line, fantastic effort from them. You are useless.
Sorry, I'm just carrying Matt Poole like usual here. We got the under 15 taplin relays about to go. A board paddler, a swimmer, 2 runners mixed in. It looks like we got a great field assembled as well. We'll go and have a nice little look at the start line now. As we can see, they just start to make their way down onto the start. This will be the under 15s Cameron relay. We've got Semaphore, Mentone, Henley, North Burleigh, Newport. 2 teams from Henley. We've got Grange. We just had a win there in the 17s mixed taplin. Can we go back to back? Can we have junior relays? A win here in the 15 Cameron?
Yes!
Woo, go Grange. What about Semaphore? We got the goods here, buddy?
Yeah, we do.
Got the goods there, Semaphore. Good stuff. Newport here. You got to do it. New South Wales, you got all these challenges here from South Australia and Victoria. You got to take them down, take it back to New South Wales.
Yeah, I hope so, but I'm only a runner, so...
A runner's account. Runner, you're a big valuable part of the team. Annalise Kibble was just over there saying her first state medal was as a runner in the 15s Cameron. You could be Annalise Kibble one day.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Good work. Go for it, Ruben. Rip in. We got the home beach here, Glenelg. We got 2 teams. Who's the A? Who's the B? 3 teams. Stocks run deep at Glenelg. Who's got a run leg in them? All right, ankle socks. You got the run leg here. You got to bring it home for Glenelg.
Yep.
You got it. Yep. Simple as it comes. What about here? We got Bobby B Jr. Bobby B Jr. Come on here, mate. You ready to rock and roll? What leg have you got here in this Cameron relay?
Oh, I'm board paddling.
You are Bobby B Jr. What's your name, young man?
Jimmy.
Jimmy G. What's your last name?
Tweevenham.
Jimmy Tweevenham. Now, Jimmy, you've got a massive go here. You've got the weight of the state on your shoulders. You've just had Grange win the 17 taplin. Are you nervous at all?
Not really. We're going to win.
There you go. Fighting words. They're going to win. Looks like we're at the starters' hands. We're just about to get into action right now. And the lone hope for the northern state of Queensland, Cooper Cotter. Mate, you're in enemy territory here of South Australia. You look down the line, you see Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales. You're the lone Queensland. Can you take it home?
Yeah, hopefully. Newport should be hard to beat, but yeah, we'll give it our all.
That's it. Rip into it, mate. Good luck. And looks like we're in the starter's hand now, ready to go. The under 15 Cameron relay here for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. I love these junior relays. They're great fun. They're in the starters' hands now. Look at this. Glenelg got 3 teams. Grange in there. Henley as well. Newport out of New South Wales. North Burleigh out of Queensland. They are the great hopes of the outside states. It is the battle of South Australia and Victoria, though, once again. Paulie, you having fun down here, mate?
I'm absolutely loving it, Duff, man. This has been a great day and a half. Starting off yesterday, was a little bit windy yesterday. Got chapped lips, but that's okay. That onshore breeze. But here we go. The finals package has been a blockbuster today. I can't wait to go home and do a little bit of deep diving analysis into the overall point score. Matt Bevilacqua taking that win. That's his one. He basically needed that win today. Second and third, though, now, Benny Carberry and Ali Day, both with a 10,000 point win, getting a second and a third. That is definitely going to help their overall point score. Now, the girls, you might know a little bit more than me. Lily O, she had a good result today, but overall, we're going to see some big changes coming into Manly, Northcliffe doubleheader. Yeah, it's going to be on.
Well, that's right. It's going to change the overall standings because as we came in, it was Jazzy Raywood that led. A second there in a 7,000. That will be a score that she can put in the bank. It may not carry her all the way to an overall series victory, but it's a score that she can bank. The interesting one, though, is Tiani Massey. We know historically you need top 6 results in order to win a World Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. She finished 4th at the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. She finished 6th at the Shaw and Partners Swansea Belmont. You add now a third and a half, she's right in the hunt. So she's in this overall series. She's one of the main contenders. So those 7,000 points will be maybe crucial when it comes to the season's end. But like you said, Matt Bevilacqua, it was do or die for him today. So it was great to see him get a win and almost just kickstart his season. And we'll see where he goes from here.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Between Tiani Massey and Matt Bevilacqua, they're going to be very happy to take away a win today. Tiani took a win last year at the Eckstein final weekend. She won on the Saturday or the Sunday, I believe. So, yeah, the grand finale. Tiani Massey took a win there. We know she can win on the big stage at the big events in the big moments. So she's put herself right back in the mix, as has Matt Bevilacqua. Do or die, he can rise to the occasion. So you can't rule out anyone at the moment.
Yeah, a lot of fun out in the water as well, because we're about to get the Camerons. The Camerons are out in the water. It's where we get to see the run leg. And look, it is a long run transition that's rolling around right here. It is rolling through this transition. And these runners, they have a big part to play today. Normally, you might say the run leg of a Cameron may be slightly insignificant. I guarantee you there is nothing insignificant about this 200-metre dash across the sand. This is almost the biggest part of the race right now, as we see Newport tag first. So Newport of New South Wales. It's Sadie Maggs of Newport. She will come around and she will tag Lisa Durs of Newport. So New South Wales at the moment currently out in front. We see North Burleigh of Queensland in there as well. So that'll be Kyra Spence of North Burleigh. At the moment, New South Wales 1, Queensland 2. Newport 1, North Burleigh 2. It's Lisa Durs versus Summer Murray. So Summer Murray has a lot to do in front of her. Look at that in the South Australian, the trio of South Australia. Glenelg, Brighton, Glenelg. Some even teams. But here we go. Lisa Durs versus Summer Murray. Who has what it takes to get the dub here in this mixed Cameron relay for the under-15s age group? Glenelg hit the sand there. They're third off the beach, fourth off the beach. Now some tactics here. You had the men in the swim, a mixed gender relay. You get to decide whether the swimmer hits the water or the males hit the water or the females hit the water. So we've got the boys that led off on the swim, Cooper Cotter and young Chiverill of Newport. They then come around and they tag now. The girls, the boys though, try to give them some chase. But these girls, they are electric, they are quick. I would say it's going to be a very tough ask for anyone to catch our two leaders. It's Lisa Durs of Newport out in front. Summer Murray trying to chase her down there in second. New South Wales and Queensland have entered into enemy territory of South Australia. They're looking to take a bit of silverware home, Paulie.
Yeah, Summer Murray had a win earlier today in the under-15 girls board, but Lisa Durs, I believe, was second or third too. So, look, she's no slouch of a paddler. She's very, very quick, very, very fast. It is still on, plenty of racing left to go. The just leaders are making their way across now to that second board can before they make a turn, apologies. But it's a nice, handy little lead they've got there. Second place, just rounding that can now. It's about 4 to 5 seconds at the moment. The girls down on their belly, both opting to chase the runs on the bellies. We see the competitors up on their knees and going to work now. Here we go, the final moments of this race. In one is Newport. Is it Newport in one? Chasing all those little bumps, picking up every little bump in the ocean at the moment. We're going to have a look if second place is pulling alongside there. This is a big paddle from our second place paddler at the moment. Almost pulling alongside Newport at the moment. Here we go, Duffman. This is going to be very, very close. Little wave here.
Yeah, final stages now. It's Newport versus North Burleigh. It's going to come down to a run. The girls, they get off, they run. It's young Ruben there of Newport. It's North Burleigh. North Burleigh, it's Kyra Spence of North Burleigh. She's put on the afterburners. And she's gone, see ya later, Newport. And she's taken this one out. What a tremendous performance there from North Burleigh out of Queensland. Come down to the final run leg. And Big Ruben just didn't have the wheels to get it done. Kyra Spence goes past. There goes Ankle Socks. Amy Vassos just, like a hairball there. Vassos just, for Glenelg, they round out the podium. South Australian proud. Now we do turn our attention. We turn our attention now to the big one. But let's go and have a little chat with Kyra. Now, Kyra, you had it all to do. You had it all to do. Big task. You had to do a double run as well, so the legs would have been burning. Good wheels up the beach, though.
Thank you.
You can say a little bit more than that. You had Ruben out in front of you. You had to win it for your club. Take the silverware back to Queensland. You got a big thing coming along there at North Burleigh, so you got to be proud as a club.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Lost for words. I'd be lost for words too after a performance like that. We're all in just as much shock as you are, Kyra. Well done. You want to say anything like go North Burleigh?
Go North Burleigh.
Well done, Kyra. Great job there. It's all right. You'll get better. You'll have your time in front of the camera, Kyra. You will do well. But we are going to get that presentation happening. But, Paulie, the main event, the mixed person taplin. Should we go down and just see how they're all going down there? We'll go and get amongst them. I would say go down and be amongst the tall timber. But I'm only about 5'9", stubby. You're about 6'3", tall and lanky. So you get to overlook anyone. No, we're both handsome. There's no one doubting that. We're both handsome, but we are going to go down. We're going to get in amongst it because Burleigh and Newport, they are the club to potentially beat. Burleigh and Newport, they have won these mixed taplins in the past. Surfers Paradise also throw themselves into the mix, as does North Burleigh. We get some of the Victorians and the South Australians. Got a big booger. Alex Bover, mate. South Australian interstate coach. You step up for your club, Southport. Now, a mixed taplin victory in the home state as the state coach. That'd be a special achievement, wouldn't it?
It would be. I think that'd be on the Christmas list, and if that's on my Christmas list, I think I'll be on the naughty list. We've got a bit of a challenge ahead of us, but, we'll have a crack and give it everything we got.
Hey, what is the saying? That surf, anything can happen, mate. Best of luck in this mixed taplin relay.
No worries. Cheers. We'll give it everything we got.
Hey, we'll go and find a little bit more. Big Riley Rasmussen. Look at the size of this man. Riley, mate, you've had a cracking weekend. You've been flying the flag for North Burleigh. Now, you just had the under-15s win the junior Cameron. Can we back up and have a big performance here in the taplin in the mixed relay?
Yeah, hopefully. I'd like to take home a bit of cash for the trip home. It's a long drive home, so I'd like some fuel money.
Well, that's it. You and the British backpacker, Piran Phillips, you jumped in the car and you come on down here. How long did the trip take?
2.5 days. It was a pretty nice drive, just sharing the drive, but yeah, nearly 3 days.
What was the playlist like? Was it a lot of like Oasis, and how many times did you hear Wonderwall?
Oh, I heard that song about 1 million times, I think. There were a lot of songs just going through repeat.
Yeah, beautiful, mate. And who's the team today? Who have we got in it?
We've got me, Piran, and Kobe Daniels, and Ryan, Michaela, and Summer. So get a few young guns up into the team.
Beautiful, mate. Well, on your drive out tomorrow, make sure you jump on Taj Ward's Instagram. He'll give you all the speed cameras out of South Australia.
Yeah, perfect. Don't want any fines.
No, we go as well. Some of the heavy hitters. One of the biggest hitter, and he's a man of many, many words, the Slim Reaper, Ethan Callahan. Burleigh heads have started to get a stranglehold on these mixed taplin relays. Do we take another one home today?
I think we're going to try. We've got a few down here, so we're going to try and give it a crack.
Beauty, that's all I'll ask you to do. Give it a crack. Big bad Benny Carberry. Carbs, you got probably just as much vocabulary in the arsenal as what Ethan does. What words have you got for maybe Newport? They've been your main rival, your biggest challenger, or potentially Surfers Paradise. Any words for them out here today?
No, not really. Just race fair, have fun, and let's do it.
Yeah, nice clean fight. Keep it clean, keep it fair. We'll go on through Seacliff. The Ninjas, the Black Ninjas out of Seacliff. What do we got? Victoria or South Australian? Oh, here we go. Oh, we've got Holt out of Mordialloc, a composite in Seacliff. We've got the recruitment drive on. We brought in the big guns.
Oh, we got a good team. Me, Tommy May. We got Gemma from Mordialloc. We got Zabe on the board. Charlie Smith on the board as well. We got a good team.
Yeah, you do. You got a red hot team. You're in the chance. You're in the hunt. Jess Conrad, under 15. Under 15. Got her bronze medallion just the other day. You're mixing it up. I want you to take out Ethan Callahan for me.
Yeah, I definitely will be.
Yeah, good. Take him out. Take him out. He's washed. 19 years of age and he's washed. I think we're almost ready for a start. We're almost ready to go. Oh, potentially Noah Maggs leading off the swim there. Going to be big there, big. Noah Maggs leading off the swim. Finney Askew. Finney. See that big pier and jetty on the left there, mate? See that big pier and jetty?
Can I jump off it?
No, it's about a $350 fine.
Is that right? I got a $50 fine yesterday for not jumping off it, so that sounds a little worse.
Yeah, no, that's not too bad, is it? It's a $300 discount for being a part of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. You're on the start line now, Finney. Ready to go. Surface Paradise. Oh, Mags versus Mags. The rattlesnake versus the baby python. It's time to go. Interesting tactics here. 3 females in amongst a sea of men.
Who's the baby snake?
It's tough to go here. The baby snake, Noah Max. What's a little baby snake called? Are they like, I don't know, a lizard? A lizard, the blue tongue. Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, opening leg, 6-person mixed taplin. 2 swimmers, 2 ski paddlers, 2 board paddlers. Tex, you've sent young Jess. Tegan, Will Sav, you've sent young Jess Conrad out there. You're gonna bring it home.
No, Fletcher's swimming.
You're not even swimming. It's madness here. What about you, Fletch? You got Jess Conrad. She's going to come out first. How nervous are you going to be standing there with the lead?
Pretty nervous. Some of these girls are pretty good swimmers, like Pippi. But just some Super Surf Leagues teams last week played at the right hand. So yeah.
So you got a couple of dubs in this mixed taplin relay. So that was the strategy. Are you the chess master here? Are you the strategy master?
Yeah, all in the brains, mate. They call me the Professor Junior.
I've never heard anyone call you that, but hey, let's go with it. Let's see. Throw it to the wall and see if it sticks. But look, they're coming for home now, Paulie.
Yeah, this is a ripping start. The Open Taplin, mixed taplin event final. It's one of the favourites. It's one of my personal favourites for sure. This is the test of the best clubs. 3 of your best male and female competitors across the swim, board and ski discipline. Now this is depth in numbers of a club. It is tough. It is tough to put together a strong or competitive taplin team, but clubs like Surfers Paradise, Burleigh, Newport, Northcliffe and Alexandra Headland. Now they're some of the best clubs to do that, to put together a team like this. We have a few absent or away. I've noticed the late scratching of Northcliffe. A few of their competitors had to make a last-minute dash to the airport so that they could get on the flight. So Northcliffe are out of this. Alexandra Headlands aren't here, aren't fielding the team. So we're left with Grange, Burleigh, Surfers Paradise, Newport, North Burleigh, Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, Southport, Somerton, Janjuk, Newport, Seacliff and Glenelg, the home club. Another huge swim from Finn Askew there. Finney Askew had a great swim in his Ironman race earlier. But it's Noah Maggs who stood up in second and had a humongous run, running around now and tagging Lisa Durst in 1. Panya has now been tagged in 3 with Bianca Raywood in 4. Ryan Spence now. We saw Kyra Spence just have an incredible last board leg in that under 15 taplin team. Her sister's entering the water for North Burleigh in 4th place at the moment. So in goes Grange, Burleigh and Glenelg as well. So we are 1 leg down. And there we go. Our final competitors was Grange and Southport, the local clubs down here. So all teams have made a tag now for their first transition. They're into their second swim leg, which will be followed by the skis and finished off with the board. Strong gusts of wind coming in now. That wind is really starting to pick up and make things very challenging and difficult now. In the last 20 minutes, that wind feels like it has doubled. So we can really see now the athletes swimming to that first swim can are being pushed well down to the right, well down to the north. A few of those clubs have well and truly undershot that first can, and they're going to be left now to swim back up to that first swim can, which is a big mistake. That will cost you a huge amount of time and in the lead so far. 1 and 2 approaching the second can now. So we're going to be Newport and Surfers still out in front at the moment. They are around 1 and 2. 3, 4 and 5 still very close, very bunched up.
So we're in now the second leg of this mixed person taplin. But we had the battle of the Maggs brothers out there in that opening leg. And younger brother Noah Maggs, you got big bro.
I know, I'm better than him.
Hey, so does that mean you get first cut of the Christmas ham on Christmas Day?
Oh yeah, I made the open final as well and he didn't, so I better.
Oh, so when it comes to Christmas time and the presents, is now yours the biggest present under the tree?
Oh, it must be. It must be, right?
Hey, Connor, mate, you've had a bit of... Baby bro hasn't made it any easier.
No, well, he hasn't series yet, so... I don't know. I've got a podium, he hasn't, so...
That's it, yeah, the runs are on the board, but what does a Mag's Christmas lunch look like? What is a Christmas lunch? Is there any South African delicacies, a bit of boerewors on the table or anything like that?
A little bit. It's a little bit of that, a little bit of ham. My dad cooks these smashing potatoes, so...
Yeah, good potatoes.
Yeah, they're very good, and... Yeah, it usually starts off well, then a little bit of banter, then Noah says something pretty stupid, and then there's a little bit of fighting, but we all finish with a poker game at the end.
Poker game. Who's won the Mag's Christmas poker game?
None of us can beat Sadie. None of us can beat Sadie. It's really, I don't know what it is, she just... Every single time, she wins.
Sadie, the poker face killer. What leg have you got here, Sadie?
I'm going second last in the board.
Oh, big shoes to fill as we see Pippi come on through there. Fletcher Warren, what a master stroke there. They sent Jess Conrad out, the under 15 against the boys, and Fletcher Warren, the chess master, the Professor Junior they called him. Well, he called himself, I should say. The tactician comes to play. The master stroke has maybe paid off. Jazzy Raywood, look at the way that she's entered the water there. That is fast there into the water. The tactician, you put the strategy on the board, you looked at everyone's war plan, and you came in with the ambush.
Oh, mate, that was the hardest thing I've done all day. But yeah, it's team to work for now. Hopefully we can hold on.
Yeah, you're in a good spot, mate. You've tagged in second there. Some of the South Australians, the killer bees, the bee sting. Here comes there, Glenelg. Glenelg of South Australia rolls on through. We don't have the battle now. Janjuk still left there. Finney Mate, we've rolled into South Australia, second year in a row. You enjoyed your time down here again? Much nicer weather this time, hey?
I know, I love coming down here. Last year was felt like we were in Antarctica, you know, it was like 4 degrees, raining, cold. This year it's put on a bloody treat, you know, so looking forward to going up to Glenelg after, having a few beers with the boys, so it should be good.
Yeah, a bit of a Christmas break now, mate.
Exactly, hey, yeah, we've had a pretty stacked summer so far, and yeah, we've got about 2 weeks off now before the rest of the summer kicks off, racing most weekends, so make the most of the little downtime and gear up for the rest of the season.
Well, that's right. Seems to be a new way, the Ironman. We used to go through blocks of training. You might be able to lift up and down, but we're racing on pretty well every weekend now, and every weekend's race counts. It makes it hard to have a downtime.
No, it definitely does. You have to pick your moments, and there's not many of them throughout the year, you know. So we're switched on throughout the whole series and summer now with 2 massive series going, you know, the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series like while we're down here, and the Shore and Partners Iron Series. So there's a massive calendar, a whole lot of events, and yeah, you have to stay switched on for each and every one of them.
Now, your better half, Lucy Derbyshire, she's from around these parts of town. Do they roll the red carpet in when you roll in at Adelaide Airport?
A little bit like that, you know. Yeah, a bit. It's, you know, big name around here, the Derbyshires, and I'm just hopping on the back of that bandwagon.
That's it. Ride those coattails, mate. Have a Merry Christmas, and hopefully the New Year's good to you in your results.
Thanks, stuff, man.
Oh, Morrow's rolling on through. Santa Claus has lost his hair. He's lost his cap, and he's come on through. Big Luke Morrison. What a phenomenal paddle from him. He's put lengths into the AK-47, and there it is. Newport 1 and 2. We call Alexandra Headland Taplin Town. We may need to check the postcode because it may be renamed to Newport Taplin Town if they go 1-2 right now. As they come on through, the AK-47 going to roll around. He's going to tag Maguire Reid local here. But I've got Oasis #1 fan, Piran. Finished 5th today in the open ski, right?
6th, sadly enough, but yeah, it was all right. Put some points in, and but we'll look to go better at the 10,000s.
That's it, and look, you're right up the pointy end of that overall ski series, and a win today would have put you right at the very top, but it would have added some points into the kitty right now.
Oh, I think it still puts me top, but hopefully by the end of the season those points don't count, and some of the 10,000 results will null it out.
Hey, you're about to be go time, mate. Best of luck.
Cheers.
You'll see North Burleigh roll on through now, but Newport at the moment 1 and 2. The great state of New South Wales currently leads the charge in the form of Newport. Paulie, this is good, isn't it? It's a good little race here.
Diabolical ski paddle from Luke Morrison there, the ex-local, racing under the Newport cap now. That was a huge lead he put in for his team there. Annalise Kibble had an incredible paddle though, and big run leg. So look, it's hard to say how this is going to pan out. Will Savage and Ben Carberry were in 3rd and 4th jumping in. So we've got Newport in 1 and 2, Burleigh in 3 and 4 at the moment. As we see there, the Grange competitor with the Joey Collins run in here. Wow, he nailed that. That was very, very impressive from our Grange paddler. And here we see now Newport and Newport look like they've all but pulled up alongside each other at the moment. Still holding off the competition from Burleigh, but it's Newport in a dead battle at the moment. That was a big lead, big deficit that they've pulled in now. What are we? We're 4 legs in, 2 to go. 2 board legs to go, and the Glenelg Sprint Challenge will come to a conclusion, but hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Maguire. There we go. Maguire Reid in 1. Maguire Reid in 1. Sasha Torrens in 2 from Newport there. And we've got Benny Carberry and Will Savage there. Huge run leg. Burleigh is still well and truly in this now. So Newport's made the tag with Lizzie Wellborn. Lizzie Wellborn's out there for Newport in 1. Burleigh is tagging. Lily O'Sullivan's just entering the water now. And here we go. Game on. Newport in 1, Burleigh in 2 and 3, Newport in 4.
Yeah, very handy lead there from Lizzie Wellborn as you see Mitch Stitt come through for Surfers Paradise. He's going to go around, he's going to tag Millie Derbyshire. But we're coming down now to the final stages, the closing stages. Not only in this mixed taplin, thanks to our great supporters, Taplin Real Estate of the Taplin Relay, but we're also coming and drawing close to our Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. We don't get very many opportunities to come down into South Australia, but when we do, they open up their doors and their arms and they welcome us greatly. And we've had a tremendous time down here, and it's a bit sad that it's almost over, Paulie. It's a bit sad that it's almost over. But I've got one man that could bring it home for Burleigh. Time and time again, Corey Near Enough Fletcher gets it done. Have you got enough left in the tank to get another miraculous win? If Zach Orchwood here, he'd say you'd find a wave out there, but do you have what it takes?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I've been demoted to the B team today, so Tex has been promoted with his win in the board, so see if I can bring us home from 3rd.
Oh, gosh. Kingy's golden child has been demoted. Michael King leaves the way once, and Tex Dixon prevails once again. Dixon has been a snitch all weekend long, and he's found his way to the A team. Tex, well, how have you weaseled your way into Corey Fletcher's spot?
I think he jumped off the pier in the board race. That's how I got there.
I think he's off jetty jumper too. Can we confirm, was the jetty jump you or not?
No, it was Finn, wasn't it?
It was definitely Finn Askew, but wow, Dixon prevails once again. Huge there for Tex Dixon. But here we go, we got our Newport there. Lizzie Wellborn hits the sand, and she has a very, very comfortable lead over the closest rival there. Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park and Lily O'Sullivan. We see there a nice little wind bump there as well. It is going to be a little bit of a race between, it's the box cutter Charlie Verco that's going to bring it home. Lizzie Wellborn out in front at the moment. She's got, I would say, the length of the transition, which is about 100 metres at this stage. It's going to be one hell of a paddle from either Tex Dixon or Corey Fletcher to erase this deficit. But potentially they get the job done. Who knows? They potentially get it done. Look at the run-up that Tex Dixon is getting here. He's going all the way to the top of the chute. He may as well jump off the jetty. That's how far he's going back. We see Corey Fletcher as well go on back. He makes the tag. So it's Tex Dixon. The deficit to erase for Corey Fletcher. He's got a devilish grin on his face and he sets off. Tex Dixon, I'd be worried if I was you. You took his spot. Can you keep his spot? We see there Torrens there of Newport. This is a great battle here for the minor places. Lockie Merchant of Surfers Paradise right there in the hunt as well for the top 6. You'd almost say it's all but done though for the leaders Newport.
Yeah, look, Charlie Verco then hit the water with all sorts of intensity there. He didn't look like he's done 5 or 6 races today. Charlie Verco was absolutely flying. So he's got a great little lead at the moment. But the battle right now is Corey Fletcher v Tex Dixon. Corey Fletcher just doing it. He just wants his A spot back. He wants to beat his other club mate. When the B team beats an A team, it's always a little bit of banter within the club. So look, fantastic effort here so far. Charlie Verco approaching the board can now. Dixon's around. Fletcher's yet to turn. Counting 4, 5, 6, Fletcher's around it. 6 seconds at the moment. He's going to have to pull all sorts from the ocean, but it's Charlie Verco out in front, showing exactly why he's one of the most in-form and dominant paddlers of the males, open males so far this summer. There we go, as he pulls down the final strokes now onto this wave. It's Charlie Verco and Team Newport. 2 in a row for Team Newport. They won the big one at Swansea Belmont a couple of weeks ago, and they've backed it up here at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7,000 point event. Newport is your winners of the Open male and female taplin relay.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together there for Newport Beach, winners of the taplin 6-person mixed relay. They take out the final event of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. They go back to back in the mixed taplin relay. We then roll on through Tex Dixon. Glenelg Sprint Challenge. We've got Charlie Verco with the fans right here. Now what I'd love, hold up. What I'd love you to do is for you to ask Charlie Verco any question you'd like about his win in the mixed taplin relay. Think about it. Have you got it?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
What was under you in the swim?
I was in the board leg.
Did you not do a swim?
No, I didn't do the swim. Do you want me to go ask the swimmer?
You say, don't work with children, don't work with animals. We've had a child ask a question about an animal. Oh, it's a double trouble. Up for you.
Didn't want it to come down to a sprint. Order work. Didn't have to.
And you've been in great form in the board paddling there, and you had a nice little handy lead. I don't catch you, so did you have any little look for any aquatic creatures out there? Did you have any chance to sightsee maybe the Ferris wheel in behind us?
I'm lucky it's so murky that I didn't get to look.
And what about you, Charlie? You got a big Christmas planned?
Yeah, very excited for a rest. I'll head up to Seal Rocks with Lizzie, actually. We'll do our own little boot camp training up there and have a nice Christmas Day lunch.
You little booty. And look, back-to-back, mixed taplin relay wins. You're starting to get a bit of momentum.
Yeah, we're pretty stoked. These races are always so hard to win. There's always a little bit of luck involved because all the teams are so good, so we're stoked to take it out.
Hey, well, Merry Christmas, and hopefully Santa's good to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the event.
Hey, well done. And I think we're going to be very close to the conclusion now of our Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. We may as well wrap it up then, shall we? So for everyone that's been involved in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, thank you very much. Surf Life Saving South Australia for hosting us down here. Obviously, Shaw and Partners, major naming rights sponsors of the World Ocean Series. All of the great auxiliary members, Glenelg Surf Club for hosting us here. All of the athletes for putting on the show. It's a pleasure for us. 7,000 points on the line today in all of our major races will go a long way to the overall series leader being decided. You never know what may have just occurred in front of your eyes right then. It may go a long way to being the finale of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. We'll see you again in the new year at the Shaw and Partners Manly Open Classic. Until then, have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon.